Si.
Ding dong. Ding
So.
dong.
Si.
What if I move it here?
Si. Sa. Si.
Tangina mo, Sasuke!
Tangina mo, crabs.
Makukuha ko rin ng secret formula.
Ang secret formula.
Nang Krabby Patty.
Oh man. So we're gonna start.
Yes.
Yes, Migoy is hosting.
Shit.
Migoy is the host today.
Shit.
You're the captain now.
I'm the captain.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Why are
ba't
you
ang
running?
hina ng mic ko? Shit.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? I'm the captain now.
How does this show start again?
Punch. Intros.
It's all in the mind. If you want some damage, I'll sure you'll find that the pods we teach you is sure to reach you.
I don't know.
Nevertheless, we got an episode for
For you?
For
Yeah.
ya?
Ah.
No kick, punch, chop. It's all in the. Welcome to Good Trades.
No.
Episode 36.
Nice to meet you
Yeah.
too.
Hey!
I remember that much.
Yeah.
In the show where we tell stories and everyone takes a buttload of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Taking
so much
some damage right now.
To get some triple S smoking six style up in this. I'm your host for this episode, Migoy, the king of the Migoys, because there's
Hail.
one of me.
All hail.
And then to my immediate forward is Emile with the host the most
Hello, I am Emile. What? The morning at night.
of the Dead Show.
Yes, of the Dead Show and the
Yes.
Rumble Royales.
First of his name.
Yes, first of my name. Breaker of Chains. King of the North.
No, that's Kawhi now.
No,
Let's
no,
go.
that's
I know.
Kawhi now.
Sorry,
But
you
beside
forfeited,
him
sir.
is the man with the muscle hustle Ninja Turtle wearing that green.
Oh, yeah.
That TCRI lean mean machine is Raffy Lanus.
Yeah, I'm mean, I'm green, and I'm lean.
The cream of the crop.
At the boiling point.
I'm at the boiling point, brother.
All right, then after that, the godlike
Ooh,
What?
of the Samsonite bags
ooh.
is Miguel Samson.
Wait, what is this?
Like God,
Oh, okay. Hello, nice to meet you. Hello, nice to meet you.
I'll have what he's having.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet
I
you.
like how polite you got there.
We got it. We gotta set examples for the youth.
Yeah. Like Kawhi.
Yeah.
Be polite like Canadians.
So-
do we have an agenda for today? No, it's just weeks, right?
Yeah,
We just-
not
we just
really.
got
I
weeks.
mean, like we've had pretty busy weeks,
Oh,
so
yeah.
like I don't think we've been able to consume too much.
Yeah.
Well, you did give homework last week,
I did.
oh, I
did.
actually.
and so did Raffy.
I'm actually caught up with Attack on Titan.
You go first, Migs,
okay.
because
Well,
we in the basement now.
But yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. We can't really discuss anything
But
about
like,
it.
how do you
since-
go about? Because you started basically from season 2, right?
Yeah,
You
and
finished off season 1.
How
then
fast was it?
it's fast. I just completed like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah. Funny thing, because I stopped at the manga where season 2 ended. So
Okay.
basically, I know everything in season 2 when I was watching it, but at the same time, whoa, that's really
That
cool.
pacing is real good, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So at the start of season 3, it's this are all the things that I haven't seen yet. It really turned it really escalated really quickly
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
when
can
it
imagine.
started,
Mhm.
and it goes really south from there.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
South how? Bad.
no bad
Bad South.
bad for them, but
Bad for them,
Alabama
but
South.
good as a viewer. you
Okay,
know?
Them,
gotcha.
The heroes or the titans?
The heroes. Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. Okay.
There's a very clear two-faction thing going on.
Yeah.
No,
it's-
yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, I can't say anymore because you guys are on probation.
Ah,
Yeah,
You're
we
playing the
doing
catch
the
game,
homework.
right?
We in detention until
No,
we
no.
get that homework.
The reason why this week is weird because we've all been accomplishing homework at different rates.
Oh yeah.
So we've never been able to talk about it.
Oh,
You finished Attack on Titan. We're still not caught up.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Always Be Your Maybe.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
And Migoy has watched Good Omens.
I've also done.
He's also done Always Be Maybe.
I've also done.
Oh, shit.
Your Flat Earth documentary.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so
And you told me you watched Greatest Showman, which
I
gives you
did.
this, which means you earned this golden star for being the best at homework.
Golden Spider-Man.
yeah. So out of all of us, I think Migoy has accomplished the most of them.
Yeah.
He's a god now.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Migoy.
God of
I've
homework.
won something.
God of
I guess.
homework.
He's taken the first steps on the path of Sephiroth.
Godhood.
Oh, I can't wait to be voiced by Superman. It's gonna be sick.
Dude, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He voiced. Forgot.
Henry Cavill.
No. Brandon Routh.
No.
Hello,
no.
it's me, Sephiroth. As all British men sound like.
Is he voiced by Art Ventura too?
Hey there, Cloud.
Who was it? Clark Gregg was his name? No.
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 Which one was it?
It's not the Superman
No,
from the
not Clark
animated
Gregg.
series.
Yeah.
Protecting the planet, Cloud.
Which one?
Hold on to your hate.
It's the Superman from Justice League, the animated series, and Justice League Unlimited.
Limited.
You know, speaking
Who
of
was
fucking Henry Cavill, though, how's he doing on that Witcher shit?
I'm not sure.
I
but
don't know,
I
man.
hope he do good.
No, because they said they finished taping already.
Yeah.
Right?
It is,
Yeah, they
is
did.
it gonna like screen at
It's gonna be on
September?
Netflix.
September, ba?
Isn't it a straight to Netflix thing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's voiced by George Newbern.
Sephiroth in the FF7 remake?
Since Advent Children, I believe.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, okay.
So
I
if
guess
you
not
listen
bad.
closely, you'll hear the Superman voice.
Right.
It's pretty.
Heroic.
The bat is dead.
Ah, yeah, we
Bury
can imagine.
it.
I can imagine.
Oh,
It's a
dude.
different one.
So,
Consider it.
Speaking of
Mercy.
that FF7, y'all check out that footage from that E3.
the E3
Holy
fucking
shit,
trailer
man.
was like, yeah, because I think we are going to mostly talk about
Yeah.
shit we
E3.
saw at E3.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the big thing of the week.
Yeah, for sure. Although I haven't watched everything.
No,
so
no,
I just,
I haven't either.
I don't think any of us have watched all of the conferences.
Yeah, I haven't watched most of the Nintendo stuff. I only watched 2 trailers. The one for the Breath of the Wild sequel and what's that? The
Which game?
Smash one, the
Smash
Smash DLC.
announcements.
Yeah, Smash-
Yeah.
Which Smash DLC?
Yeah, which one?
There are
No,
two.
There are two.
What's that? The one with Banjo Kazooie.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah,
Banjo
yeah,
the
yeah.
second
Banjo
one.
The
Kazooie.
second
Yeah.
one.
Because
yeah.
I caught the Nintendo one live,
Uh-huh.
and that one is actually one of the easier things to watch because it's pretty short.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it opens up actually with Smash DLC.
Yeah, Dragon Quest
For,
Man.
for the Dragon Quest Heroes.
Oh,
Which I
they
think
have
is,
one.
they
That
have
is
4
huge.
models.
Yes.
But I believe it's all costumes.
Yes, I believe it's just 4 characters rolled into one.
And 2 colors each,
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a sword man. He doesn't even have a name.
Yeah, I mean,
He's just
the
Dragon
hero.
The hero.
yeah, I mean that's
Oh,
what it is
okay.
in,
Right.
in Dragon Quest.
And Japan
the
went
hero.
nuts for it, apparently.
Yes, and then on the tail end of
imagine.
the presentation, America went nuts.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
For
of
the Banjo-Kazooie
No,
one.
and,
Right.
and like the hilarious thing is, like, all of the naysayers of the Banjo train, like, have been shitting on Banjo for the longest time for Smash.
Yeah.
And like, during
It was part of that list.
no, yeah, but like during like the Nintendo Direct, when the Dragon Quest Hero thing came out, a whole bunch of people on Twitter, the naysayers started coming out saying like, "Ha, no Banjo, you fucks, you fucking idiots." No,
snap.
and like people would make bets like if they announce Banjo during this Direct, I'll give away free coaching lessons.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's like I have a compilation of posts of people shitting on Banjo.
Nice.
And then at the tail end of the fucking Direct, they fucking announce Banjo, and they even like make fun of it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of
Duck
what's
Hunt.
that? Yeah, the
Duck
Duck
Hunt.
Hunt.
Yeah,
Right.
They do the Duck Hunt.
Those
thing.
are the naysayers. Those are you naysayers.
Yeah.
Shame on
You
you.
see how dumb Duck Hunt looked? That's you. That's you. That's you for thinking things could not be possible in this wonderful world of ours. And I love how fucking Donkey Kong, Diddy, and fucking K. Rool are just in the window.
Yeah.
K-Rool's
No.
finally hanging out with Donkey Kong.
And
That's a
like-
big thing for me.
You know, I saw another theory about that.
Okay.
Because in the Joker trailer,
Yeah, because Joker
steals his crown.
Yeah, steals his crown.
And now he's
I'm
friends
a
with
normal
Donkey
guy
Kong.
now.
Yeah.
Oh,
man,
cool.
that was
Steals
really-
his treasure.
That scene alone was really kind of cute because they're buddies
Yeah,
now
no,
for some reason.
But like when Banjo actually shows up, you see how hyped they were in the
Dude,
window.
yeah.
The little
Through the
porthole.
window.
Yeah, they're like so fucking hyped. They're
That's
like,
cool.
They're doing this.
I love how there's a gif of that on Facebook already.
Yeah,
that's
It's
cool.
going up through the
Yeah.
portal.
it's like the reaction face now.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
hype for the Nintendo press com is basically that. What also added to the lore of Joker stealing the crown, which made King K. Rool buddies with Kong. Somebody pulled up an old trophy from one of the previous Smash games, where the description is he will never be friends with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that is true.
Because he's all about the greed.
And now
They're best buddies. It's happening.
They're friends.
There's a secret Nintendo timeline going on.
Dude,
Can't wait.
there's
But before we go into the further E3 news, what else you got, Migs?
What else you got, Migs?
Oh god. I guess more magic.
Magic store. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, because we have this sort of like magic arena tournament
Uh-oh.
that
God damn
happened
it.
the whole week.
You know, I saw that chat group for the first time the other day.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Been in
Oh,
it since the
God.
beginning.
Yeah, and like I feel like I've seen it before, but like it's just been like
have no
scrolling and
recollection of this
scrolling.
place.
I have no memory of. Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
do we have to explain the rulings on this, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So we have some friends who got other people to start playing Magic,
Yeah.
both in paper and arena.
Yep.
So they wanted to start paper, then we egged them on like try arena, it's free, and it's if you want to know about standard, arena's the place to go
Yes,
because
arena is the
it's
place to
only
go.
standard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So our friends over at Buko Studios said that we should have a little tournament of our own amongst friends, right? And they were worried that since we've been playing longer, we might have some really strong rare cards and all that.
I'm about to unleash my Esper control during that tournament.
My Dimir
But
midrange was like cocked and ready, like Liliana was about to kick some ass.
won. It's basically me.
Then what happened?
Well, unfortunately, Kevin suggested.
No, I brought up
you-
the rule
okay,
because they wanted to initially do Popper because at that time the second event for the War of
it's
the
the
Spark
Pauper
things
event.
was
Yeah.
the Popper event. But Popper is its own little broken majesty because of rats.
Yeah.
The presence of rats in that is
Yeah.
kind of
Hella
insane.
broken.
And you can't really get a lot of archetypes off the wall because you're limited to commons.
Right.
In
So-
standard, like this,
Yeah, in standard especially.
the standard meta for Popper isn't that healthy.
It's if you don't get the quick win with rats, something else dumb happens. But
Yeah.
I brought up the idea of what if we go the battle decks route, like what Card King themselves, right? Like they sell a 60 card deck with just commons and uncommons, but each deck goes through its own theme. So you can still get your mill plan out, you can get your proliferate plan, you can get your tribal plan.
So
Right.
can we call
can-
it peasants in this
I
instead
don't-
of
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I haven't thought of a clever name
Villagers
for it
or whatever.
Yeah.
yet. Yo, Smash Brothers, right? That Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
am I right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I brought up that idea, and that sounded alright. Because you can still get your favorite archetype or playstyle going.
There's a lot of good uncommons in Dominaria.
Yeah, there's a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
good uncommons. There's a lot of good like commons even in War of the Spark
Oh yeah,
alone.
because of the planeswalkers that
Yeah,
are in
and
the
yeah,
common.
because of the planeswalkers being uncommon too, that opens up a whole bunch. So we did that,
Yeah.
and we've done all. It's a round robin type.
Yeah.
So everyone gets to play against everyone.
Yeah.
They set a pre, like there were some set periods where we can gather and meet up,
Yeah.
but that's not set in stone. That was just for people who could.
yeah.
And if you couldn't, you can just set up your match whenever each player is
Yeah.
available.
Just
Right.
like Mortal Kombat.
Just like the movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess the game.
Just like
since 9,
Baki the
right?
Grappler.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Okay,
like
Baki the Grappler makes more sense.
So is it? Is that how Mortal Kombat works? Wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does Scorpion
The
just
movie.
text Sub-Zero like, "Yo, down to fight"?
Like my memories of the Mortal Kombat movie
DTF.
were just like Scorpion hanging out at like some very Indonesian looking place.
No, it's like Johnny Cage is strolling at the park, then ends up in the forest,
And
and,
then
then
Scorpion just
meets
shows up.
Scorpion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I guess I could fight for
That which
for
brings
Earth
life.
Realm.
You remember that like fucking Scorpion in the movie had this weird thing living in his palm? It wasn't really a harpoon.
Yeah, the living snake.
That's a living snake in his arm.
I was
that's his
okay
thing.
with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not canon. I thought that was canon.
No,
That kind of
it's
freaked
not.
me out a
He
bit.
actually just has like
A harpoon, like a kunai.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has a
just
ninja kunai on a string.
Like the
That's all
movie
it is.
just brought the thing that it's a living snake.
Yeah.
in his palm.
Because they can't just make that an actual weapon he can keep using.
Yeah,
No,
Because
yeah.
he would impale like people in the story.
No, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it
the
is true.
snake has to be incompetent.
That's
Yeah.
why it had to die in that CGI forest.
yeah. Oh man.
I thought that was for real.
Dude,
Shoot.
I remember when Reptile showed up, I was like, yeah, no.
Oh, come on, man.
I got hype and then I got unhype.
No,
It was
but
like
that
some
fight
weird
was
lizard
sick,
thing.
though.
Yeah, it was.
And it had
Yeah.
that hype-ass fucking electric music going
No,
on.
yeah.
Wait, is
that's
this
true.
on the second movie?
The first movie.
Oh, the
first
first
movie,
because the
the
second
first
movie Reptile was dumb.
And there were two of them.
And there were two of them,
Yeah.
and they're
Shit.
fighting.
I don't remember
And they're
watching the second
fighting
movie.
Flat Top Raven, Raiden.
Yeah, New Raiden.
with a
And
vest on
if
it.
you remember in Conquest, Reptile was his own character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he fought Shang Tsung in a forest.
Oh shit. Okay.
He
That's,
tried to get his little rebellion on, but like, where were we?
yeah.
fucking
Where are we?
magic
Magic.
cards.
in your week.
Magic, yeah.
Yeah, magic cards.
What else?
So can we announce that Raffy went undefeated?
Oh.
yeah.
Did you?
Like we knew what he was rocking still,
What?
and yet
No, actually, I was expecting Raffy to rock discard, like that real discard.
Okay.
But then
okay.
when I saw his deck when we last fight,
I was
yeah.
right on
wait
the
a minute,
money.
this is Golgari. That's cool. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I saw the Death Touches, and then I was really like when he played the new Vraska
Yeah,
Planeswalker,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
oh shit, this is good.
Yeah,
That's
This is
dude.
really good.
Death
like
Touch Tribal
all
is real.
all the synergy
Yeah.
for Death
And
Touch.
it's
I can't take
Stop.
I can't take credit. Like I saw a base of the deck from SB Magic,
Oh yeah, I
SBMTG,
saw
but
love
then
that too.
but then I remixed, like a good DJ, mixed it up a little bit, put in some
yeah, I
put
saw
in
some spice.
some of my own
Some of
tracks
your own-
over there.
oh,
Yeah, dog, like
yeah.
fungal injection or whatever.
Oh shit,
Put
I
that
hate
shit in
Yeah,
there
yeah,
because I love that
quick
shit.
aggro.
Yeah.
I think you were expecting some Adanto Vanguards from someone, I guess.
Yeah, and it kills a lot. Like
kills a lot.
and it can even trade for a 2/2
Oh,
because
yeah.
if it attacks, you minus it and block
Yeah.
with the
And you
boy.
make a sack outlet for something else.
I love that card. And like unsuspecting Llanowar elves, they're like, oh no, fungus,
Gross.
die.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. What I like the bit of it that when Carlo was fighting with me because he was my first match. He
Right.
tried to keep what we were rocking secret because Kevin was listening in on Discord.
Oh,
That's how that's why when he referred to it, he was talking about cats a lot. Like
Because
Oh
we're
my
in the
God.
Chunky Cat
Yeah, yeah.
appreciation group.
yeah.
Chunky Cats only.
And he's like, "Oh, what is this? Cats deck."
Death Touch Cats. See, when I heard that,
Cats.
like,
Yeah,
Raffy's rocking Go Gary Leyline Prowler.
oh
I knew
man.
it.
Yeah.
And the moment I heard that, wala talo na ako, Raffy. I can't.
Oh,
Yeah. We
No, like when we played, because when we played like Sina Kevin and Carlo, they were pretty new.
yeah.
So like Kevin had this 119 card fucking
Jesus.
jank, no game plan on.
Really? I
It's
did-
super greedy. His first
I
deck,
didn't notice
Greedy.
that.
mega greedy.
Oh man, I just remembered when we were dueling Raffy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just fucking like replay the whole thing that you did in the PR. Like
Why?
fucking double what's that?
Why?
That enchantment that
Ill-gotten inheritance.
Ill-gotten inheritance.
He did that again.
That's my own
Oh
hotness, right?
god. when that landed, I knew my demise.
So when we fought each other,
Yeah.
and when we fought the other guys, the art
Yeah.
teacher in LaSalle,
Okay, yeah.
it felt like very basic Magic.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
Raffy was rocking
Big basics.
Golgari Death Touch, which is his favorite modern deck.
Yeah, dude.
Right, his old standard deck. You Migs, you were rocking Is It Wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Right?
signature.
Right. Then
Yeah.
I was rocking like the same life gain nonsense.
You always come back home when
Yeah.
the chips are on the line.
Like our favorite play styles are
Yeah,
put
yeah,
in,
yeah, yeah.
Like, are set in stone.
I love life gain.
Dude, you should get on this shit.
Yeah,
For a
I
tournament
should. I
too.
should.
If Emile was there, he'd be Vampire Token.
I'd be
I-
Vampire Token.
Oh,
See,
God,
there it
yeah.
is. Orzhov Gainy
And then
boys.
The next guy who took most of the wins next to Raffy
Mm.
was rocking red green Stompy.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Red Green Stompy's strong, man.
Yeah.
is
Turn
is
3 charging Monstrosaur, baby.
is Art higher than you in the standings?
He has
forgot.
one loss, and that's to you, Raffy.
No,
Okay.
I
He
beat him
also
too?
yeah.
Oh, nice, sweet.
So you're higher.
yeah.
So basically, we did the finals.
Yeah, basically.
Our last
So
match was the
thanks,
final.
Hindi, tayong tatlo yung tied yata. Or
Yeah, because I
tayong,
beat you,
tayong dalawa yung parang tied.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I lost to Art, but I beat Samson.
Do we have playoffs for that bad boy? Or
don't
is
know.
this it? I've won.
It's basically
I
it, I
think
think.
you won because it's,
Okay.
it's
Swiss-
round robin.
Swiss
We all fought each other.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, like he's rocking Red Green Stompy, like a bunch of burn spells to kill with blockers, ramp spells with Llanowar elves,
Yes.
and then fucking pump spells in
Gotcha.
green.
Yeah.
Always come back home.
I was almost gonna win my third round with him for the entire game.
Okay.
So I finally got like a big 7/7 flying lifelink motherfucker.
Wow.
Like, this is my comeback.
Oh shit.
And like he has, what can he do with 3 untapped mana, right? He has that Ravnica Allegiance card that gets +1/+2 and reach
Dips.
Okay.
I think
The
it's
one with-
+1/+4
with reach.
with reach.
So he's a giant, the one with the giant centaur fighting something, right?
yeah.
So like, oh, I'll survive that. I'll get some life back. Giant growth.
Oh, dips.
Seed.
Dips.
Oh man.
So good.
His big misplay in our final match
Oh
was
shit. I hate that.
he casted Adeliz
Yeah.
and then
I forgot that poison tip archer
has
Has
reach. And then at that point I was like, oh, he's forgotten. I've won.
Yeah.
One.
Basically that's
Yeah.
A lot of people forget Poison Tip Archer has
God
reach.
damn
Yeah.
it.
He does so much.
He does so much.
Yeah.
He's 2-4. Decent,
Yeah,
decent boy.
I think like all of us did some decent brews. So
I
I'm
made
really,
a lot actually.
I really love what we've done with the decks.
It's fun.
Yeah. So
It's fun, yeah. I want to do something similar to this.
Yeah, I can't wait to like have time to
go.
join. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
Oh,
Commons and commons.
What would
naman
the next ruling be? 5 rares, 1 mythic, like a precon.
I could rock it right now like this lang. Kasi that's gonna be hard to keep track. Like,
yeah.
how would you tell how many rares the guys got?
Like
I also had this one disqualification on
Oh,
Kev
yeah.
when he did a foul.
Oh.
We
is
were
this?
on Discord, so we were playing together, right? And then he goes like, "Oh, this, that," and then casted a Death Baron, and I'm like, "Oh shoot, I
Yeah.
wish I could have played with Death Baron. I wish I thought of Death Baron." And then after a turn, I realized, no wait,
Death Baron's
Death
a rare.
Baron's rare. That's a foul, sir. I teed him up,
red card.
threw him the whole red card,
Oh,
and then
shit.
I took the win.
Oh man.
You forgot.
Sneaky red back.
You forgot. What a sneaky man. Death
You
Baron.
forgot to turn off the filter.
if it wasn't for you.
That's pretty much how it went. I was there.
Yeah,
I was recording the thing because
Really?
I was playing against Carlo.
Right,
Oh,
So I was
okay.
recording my match, and y'all were screaming on your mic.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
Okay.
What
else happened, my man?
Yeah, I think that's my week. Like,
Yeah?
mostly it's just watching.
Nothing
Attack on
about
Titan.
Modern Horizons.
Well, what else is to say in Modern Horizons?
I don't know, man. That Game Nights episode was fucking sick.
Yeah, that was sick. Oh my god! Like
What
when I
happened?
watched that.
Oh, I don't
Like-
think we
like-
can.
yeah,
don't think
Yeah, I
we
haven't
spoil it.
watched
It's
that
so
game.
good.
Yeah, I know.
It's an hour 30 minutes long, so have
Yeah.
fun with that.
Okay.
Dude, movie length.
Movie length.
Movie land.
Yeah.
Movie
If you
length
see a
commander
long
match.
command,
3-act
if
structure.
you see a long Game Night video,
It's pretty much
you're in for a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
like watch it with popcorn
Oh,
and a sofa. It's really enjoyable. Like,
Okay.
Super enjoyable.
Oh my
One of
God,
their
like-
best episodes.
all right. I can get.
and
Let me
we-
get on that.
Are we in that level now that we don't spoil like competitive things? Like
Yeah, no, because we're excited
It's
for
a
it.
show.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Like speaking of like not spoiling anything, I've
Uh-huh.
I've watched X-Men.
Oh, dude, I
I
watched
forgot about
X-Men.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you?
Wait, no, wait, Raffy, you sound excited.
And then the excitement.
Yeah.
No,
mellows
because
out.
yeah,
I
and then the
enjoyed it.
excited. No, because I heard exclusively bad things about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
hearing
it is.
exclusively bad
Actually, yeah,
things
the same
too.
thing. The only positive
You
I
know-
saw on my feed was from you, Raffy.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. Like, okay. Sure.
So like
Defend yourself, Raffy.
no.
No.
I'm
Let
gonna
him
defend a
in,
bit
and I'll
because
go. I'll go.
I had fun naman with the movie.
All right.
The script is dumb.
The script is
Sure.
down.
It isn't as good as the other Well, it's pretty much the
compared,
lowest.
But
compared to other Fox X-Men movies, because that's the only tier you can go.
but Migs,
What?
don't you know? He can't see into his mind. He can't see into her mind anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
like he
God.
says it like 6 times.
No.
But yeah, it's besides the script is dumb, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of good scenes, like action scenes there, and that's the only thing that really kind of saves the movie.
The
like,
only
there's a lot of
still I've seen from that movie is like a still of Jean Grey
floating,
and
as
there's-
usual.
No, and there's like the text on it is like Sophie Turner is wearing jeans and a gray shirt as a subtle nod to her character, Jean Grey.
yeah, I saw that.
Oh, watch Mojo.
Yeah, dude.
Oh god,
Why
is
you
that
have to
it?
do this?
But yeah, the scenes where they show the powers or they show the mutants fighting, it's good. Like it's serviceable.
yeah.
One gripe I have is that there's no Quicksilver scene.
There was
scene.
one
There's
early.
but there's no Quicksilver with classic music. Or,
Yes, yeah.
Oh, there's
retro
no time
They
music.
stop
forgot
scene.
about
No,
that.
there's there's just one time stop,
But it's
bit,
not
that
signature.
It's not
cool.
Quicksilver.
It's Quicksilver, but it's not that cool because it's just a scene where he's rescuing astronauts.
Oh,
and
he's
it's-
not being like funny about
Yeah,
it.
it's not being funny.
Yeah,
He's not being
yeah.
cheeky about it.
It was tactical.
And after that, poof, he's gone in the movie.
Yeah,
and then he
yeah,
just
yeah.
shows up like I don't know, like they underused Quicksilver this time. because
There
of
were
Jean
times
Grey.
that they could have used Quicksilver. Let me
That's why
tell
he
you
wasn't
what.
there.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't there.
Okay.
Makes sense.
because that makes the movie too difficult to write.
Yeah, that is true. Aside from that,
How does
Yeah.
it compare to say what would be the next best?
this
Fox movie?
is close to The Last Stand.
The Who?
X-Men Last Stand.
X3?
Yeah.
Whoa.
For me,
Whoa,
not
really?
good, man.
Okay.
I don't know.
No.
It's better than Apocalypse for sure.
A lot of things are better than
Apocalypse was
things.
bad.
But compared
I'd say.
to like Future Past,
Future Past is
Future Past is
phenomenal,
better.
It's
dude.
better. It's top. I mean,
even though that had glaring problems.
It might
Yeah.
be my favorite X-Men movie.
Days of Future Past is my favorite first class X-Men movie.
and then what about
Okay.
that last Wolverine one?
That one's the top
Oh, shoot,
for me.
But
Logan.
that's still the top.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
is pretty
Logan.
good.
Logan is
right,
way
right.
up
Of
there.
course,
Yeah,
of course.
also it does have problems too, but it's
Yeah,
way up
Logan's
there.
way
This
up
is like
there,
the
'cause
third
Yeah.
from the best. Logan is top.
It's probably the best.
Future Past and this.
No,
Okay, so
mine's the Wolverine.
Origins.
No,
The
of course not.
the Japan one.
The Japan one.
The
Wolverine
Japan
goes
one.
to Japan.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Wolverine goes to
It
Japan.
was a really moody movie. And
The-
then,
the Wolverine.
And then in the
just
end,
kept laughing
oh
during that.
yeah, I forgot for a comic book movie. Here comes Robot Silver Samurai.
Holy shit.
Stupid. Dude.
I've never
It's
watched that
not wrong.
movie.
It's not wrong.
At any point in the soundtrack, do they use "I'm Turning Japanese"?
No,
No.
but dude, that final battle is so dumb because out of the blue,
Well,
this
I-
Robot
I
Silver
made,
Samurai.
I made like because that for me is the fifth Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
'Cause what was the
Yeah.
first one?
They were all about
X-Men.
Wolverine.
No, after X3.
Oh shit.
Was it?
Origins.
It
right?
was X-Men Origins Wolverine,
Origins.
and then the Wolverine, and then Logan.
Yeah.
What was in the Wolverine?
The Wolverine is
It's
the Japan one.
Japan one.
Origins is
I
Barakapool.
was basing it on X-Men. So X1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Then X4 is Wolverine Origins.
Yeah.
X5 is Wolverine Goes to Japan.
Yeah.
X6 is Wolverine Goes to the Past.
And then X7 is Logan.
X7 is
Logan.
Wolverine Gets Old.
Dude.
And then
Wolverine goes to space.
Space.
Wolverine versus
He's
Jason.
sideways spaceman.
Wolverine
all
versus
along.
Jason.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
X-Men. Jason
then
X.
Wolverines.
Wolverine.
The Wolverines.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man. Wolverine forever.
That's not bad. His suit has nipples.
Whoever wins, we lose.
That's Wolverine and Robin.
Wolverine and Robin. You're right. Not even forever. Wolverine and
Logan
Robin.
begins.
Logan begins. Oh man.
The dark.
Nolan versus Wolverine.
Dun.
So yeah, I think that's my week. I mean,
Yeah.
Would you
overall,
recommend?
Yeah.
no. Just wait for the DVD
No.
thing. Like,
We'll leave it up to Raffy for the defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me take up the
Oh, there
defense
we go.
here. Let me go up to the
We're
jury.
brothers, Jimmy.
You know,
For
ladies
the-
and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen of the
Raffy.
jury, my case for
For your
the
consideration.
defense. No, I enjoyed it. I felt like I enjoyed the movie. Okay, I must say that we were invited to watch the movie, so that might have
affected.
yeah, because
No.
I
You're
won't.
still watching the movie blind.
Yeah.
That's true, but sometimes there's this weird energy. There's this weird positive energy about the
especially
free.
when you're- yeah.
Right. I'm not like
Actually, just to like clarify, also, I watched this in the directors club,
yeah.
so
Okay.
that's why
Premium movie experience.
that's also my. That's also why my movie experience pretty
Because you
high
paid more.
there.
Okay.
No. That's the thing. Ayala Cinemas is very expensive right now.
Okay.
One regular movie is 320.
The regular
It
one.
would be reasonable to just go to directors club and just pay 400
How much is
because
400 lang? Oh, all right.
there's free popcorn,
Popcorn,
and water,
Lazy
so
Boy.
why
Which is
not?
what you'd be paying for if you just
Yeah.
go a regular cinema.
Yeah. So
Little... Oh no, you're
My
vape.
vape.
so anyway,
Yeah.
It's like
this
one of your
Olympic.
everyone on
doing
the
that all
stream.
night.
Everyone on the stream, you're in for a treat. Look at
Yeah,
this.
We're playing Flash and Spider-Man.
Okay.
Go ahead, Raffy. What's
Yeah.
your
Okay, so
defense?
I'm not going to discount the fact that the free screening might have like colored my
Okay.
view of the movie because it's happened before. That's why I really like Suicide Squad. When I first watched Suicide,
no.
listen. This is my truth, and I will stand in it.
Oh no!
I liked when I first watched Suicide Squad. I liked it. Second time,
Oh no!
on my own money, maybe not.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So this is one of those times we got
Okay,
invited
okay.
by
get it
the
now.
good people of Philips. Thank you very much. I enjoy Good Chase Brigade / Patreon. No, backwards.
Backwards, yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed my time. Like even now I'm recalling like a few of the scenes when Jean and Magneto scene was good. A lot of the action was good. I do recall that there were some cheesy ass lines. Like the writing was bad. They kept repeating lines like they were Game of Thrones or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
like
McQueen.
yeah, someone might.
I don't
Quinn.
want
I
it.
don't want it. You're McQueen. I can't see into her mind.
Ka-chow.
Charles, fucking Charles does that a lot. Like, but I can't see into her mind. And then it's just that like 6 times he did
It's
it.
the opposite of our joke.
Yeah.
He's
In my
always in our
mind.
minds.
Yeah. There's that like it's definitely a lower stakes take on Dark Phoenix. Like
Okay.
there's the world isn't in jeopardy.
Wait, Dark Phoenix and the stakes are low?
Yeah, dude.
Is it
Yeah.
lower than Apocalypse?
That makes absolutely no sense.
That's why it's better.
Apocalypse
than,
was higher.
That's why The
Apocalypse
Last
was
Stand is
higher.
better than this.
Yeah.
That makes
When-
no sense because if
I
Dark
know.
Phoenix is around,
Alright.
the
I
world
know.
should
Hear
be
me out,
ending.
Emile. This is a bit slight spoilers.
Okay.
Sure.
But there
I don't care.
there are aliens in the movie,
Wee woo,
but
woo,
they're not the Shi'ar Empire.
They're not.
They're
They're
fucking
Who are they?
gray aliens.
Just jobbers?
The jobber aliens,
Just
and
They have a
race. They have a race.
They have a name.
Grays?
The jobber race.
Yeah.
I know
Jobber
it's
race.
I don't know for what race is.
pro
They just
Something.
fucking- yeah.
It's
But
not-
it's not the Shi'ar,
it's
which
not-
is basically which is obviously the thing that you have to go with if it's in the Phoenix Saga.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
include the Shi'ar Empire, but no,
No,
they didn't.
Dumb.
it's
What the
different.
Yeah. So
Um,
I don't
That's
know.
pretty dumb.
Is it because
Here's-
Marvel owns the rights to that alien
For
race?
Kree? Yeah, probably. Kasi si Gladiator Kree, diba?
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah,
he
yeah.
Kree?
It's a Captain
I forgot.
Planet, yes.
He is Kree. I think the saving grace with my recollection, I think the saving grace of the movie was like the performances of the characters. Even though the stakes were low, and the lines were bad, I felt like they acted it really well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I wouldn't put that
the
past them.
emotion was there, like all the heartbreak and the power of that comes with Phoenix is in there. That's why so emotionally I feel like it's good.
How was Cyclops?
Cyclops was in there,
I think my favorite
blasting stuff,
my favorite
but not
one
setting him on fire.
yeah, my favorite
yeah.
one there is Storm.
Storm is fun.
Yeah,
right?
Storm's fun.
Storm
she
is
fucking hyper
finally,
Okay, cool.
in the movie.
finally a good take on
She's
Storm.
not mellow Halliway.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
no.
Mellow
She's
Halliway. Wait a minute.
Oh wow. 2019.
Yeah, I'm interested to watch it again to just really cleanse
Just to see if
like
this is
my
Suicide
thoughts
Squad
of the
again.
movie. Yeah.
Oh man.
Because it's been known to happen before, and I'd like it because but I don't know. I left thinking it was great. There was some killer scenes like the
Oh yeah.
Yes, that makes for great audio.
Does anyone mind spoilers?
Yes, I
it
already
He's
we don't
dancing
care.
like a
I don't think
robot?
anyone
No,
cares.
it's
No one
like,
cares?
There's
Okay.
this one alien.
It's an alien who
No,
does
it's
it.
Gene.
No, yeah.
It's
So
Gene controlling Charles to
when
walk.
when they no, you set it up comedically though. It was
that's the
it was a powerful moment.
In my mind.
I mean, that's the thing. When I saw it, I was laughing my ass off because
No.
Gene, no, I can't walk. You don't get it.
No, I can't walk.
No.
It was insane and visceral. It was scary. It was legitimately scary. Like
Raffy, defend yourself.
this is the final like climactic battle. Charles faces off with Jean.
Okay.
And then like Jean in her like power and in her power drunkenness just there's no way to salvage this, is there?
He picks him up like a puppet. He picks him up like a puppet.
She does. She does her best like Sansa like face, and then she just makes him walk to her.
And there's a
he's-
and the next saber's like,
you know I can't walk.
it hurts, Jane. Don't do it.
Yeah, basically. Oh, I like that scene.
Oh no, ruined forever.
Sorry,
It's funny because Charles can't walk.
You set it up so comedically.
Because no, like to be fair, like Xavier, who's that actor?
Yeah.
that
Captain
dude,
Picard.
that
Yeah.
dude really acted his way into like he's limping, but at the same time,
Yeah, he's in pain.
In pain,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's really
yeah.
good. But it's just, I don't know, it's just funny, dude. I was
Now you're
laughing.
making me
I
laugh
was
at
laughing.
it.
I was laughing my ass off when that.
Oh boy.
It's different when you pay money.
Oh boy.
It's different when you pay money.
Oh boy. I'm sorry, Phillips. I think it's still really good.
Oh man,
Okay.
that's rough.
Let's just transition into
That's
something
rough.
else.
So Raffy, how was your week?
Okay. Yes. I did also start watching the E3, but my big review on E3 is too many spiders. Next. There were so
Specifically
many
from
spiders.
Star Wars.
Dude, they were everywhere. Like in Watch Dogs, you have like a
The
drone,
robots, yeah.
but it looks like a fucking spider. Why?
Oh, that's-
Why?
oh,
Wait,
Why would you have that?
Ignore that and think about Combat Granny in Watch
Yeah,
Dogs
dude.
3.
Dude, no, I'm still in it. I'm
Yeah,
still in
yeah.
it. Watch Dogs 3 looks
Excited
dope.
It
for
looks
Watch
great.
Dogs.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was.
No, but like
end.
I always thought your particular fear was with spiders specifically, not spider likes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was freaking out from enemies in DMC5.
Spider likes are getting in there.
Bugs in
Oh,
general.
really?
Yeah, as long as my mind goes like it's icky,
No,
or and like
No, because
I won't like it.
I mean,
No, because I remember you specifically saying scorpions are cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
they're not.
Are scorpions not cool
so-
anymore? Are they not on
Oh
the list?
no.
Fudge.
Is it because they have big battle claws?
No, the claws are fine. The
the-
tail is fine.
the
legs
It's
are
always boils down to the legs and the butt.
Did you know that scorpions glow in the dark if you put a UV light on them?
All of them?
Yeah,
Really?
all
All
of
of
them.
them.
All of
What?
them.
What?
Are they
why?
covered in jizz 24/7?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
They have some sort of illuminating property to them.
Does that make them blind to other predators or something?
I don't know.
Can't see without my UV eyes.
Oh, that sounds freaky though.
Yeah, dude.
Like, what if you're in the dark and like you see in the desert someone's just like there's
Just have
just a
a UV
scorpion.
light.
Yeah.
Like a glowy scorpion.
There's just like is that a firefly? No, it's
It's a-
death.
It's a scorpion.
Yeah.
So are scorpions on the cool list or not?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes
no.
I can take him. Sometimes if they're like in what's the big in fucking Fallout, I can't even.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
even
Are
when
they
they're huge
bears in
and
your
giant.
Fallout game?
Yeah.
So basically E3 just like
Too many spiders.
Too many spiders.
Too many spiders. I
Okay.
can't. Like even in Star Wars, fucking Star Wars betrayed me. There's never been
I heard
spiders
that you
in Star
almost
Wars.
dropped your glass
I-
of water.
Because I was watching
Watching
here.
it, yeah.
After recording, I hung out here then to watch just the EA, and then like I thought the stormtroopers were fighting like beetles or some shit. Like
They
no,
were.
typical
They were fighting fire
Star-
bees or something first.
Yeah,
Then
but
when
then
they went outside,
they look like the same insects. So like insects are kind of like hit or miss for me. But when they zoom in and then you start fighting them, that just looks like a spider. Oh fuck, it's a spider! And then Yeah, they don't even bother dressing up the spider too. It's just
just a
like
big
spider.
it's not space spiders, not spiders with giant thorns on
Not
them, or like
fantasy spider.
Just
not fantasy spider, not the Devil May
even
Cry
sexy
lava.
lady Lord of the Rings spider.
No, it's just a giant fucking
just a giant
spider. So
spider.
fuck you, Raffy. We're Respawn and we hate you, Raffy. That's just what they said right there.
Oh,
no.
And then I thought when it was all clear, like when Miggy gave the all clear, oh, no more spiders. I turned back into the cave. Dog, there's total spiders in here. And then motherfucking spider jumps up at the camera and then,
Oh, no.
I'm done.
And then Raffy goes,
man.
"Yo, like I spilled some water on the floor."
But the trailer
can.
though, like the first time
It
I saw
looks
it,
good.
only two things registered after I watched it. First, Raffy won't like it. Second, motherfucking Forrest Whitaker is in the
Oh,
trailer.
dude. Yeah.
So
I
Guerrero.
totally forgot he was there.
I was
Yeah,
I was
laughing
like,
my ass over
wait,
it.
is that right? Rogue One.
Yeah.
Right. People love, like, Marvel loves that timeline. Ever since,
yes.
like, Disney loves
canon.
that
It's canon.
timeline.
They admitted that this game. What's the title of this game?
I know.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
is canon in the storyline.
I know, but like, how many properties have they made that's centered on that timeline? Because like,
Not
Rogue
Before
One,
Episode 4.
Rebels, Star Wars Rebels up there, and now this. Like, there are other timelines. Like,
Yeah, but
I want to
Hard
see
write in
the
future.
probably because it's an interesting timeline.
Yeah,
Because
it is,
Order
because-
66 just happened and all that stuff.
Hunting Jedi.
that's
like
pretty
a
much
primo
the
time.
reason.
I want to see a new one where it's episode 6 and episode 7. So before Force Awakens.
You just
Yeah.
kill a
I want to
bunch
see
of
that.
Ewoks.
I mean, they did kind of.
That's basically it.
The Ewok Purge.
I mean, they
Yeah,
did
dude.
kind of touch that on the Marvel comics.
Execute
Like-
Order 69.
Like between
Kill all the
Nice,
Ewoks.
nice.
between episode 6 and 7, they kind of touched that.
I know they also
Okay.
did the in between for that during Vader's hunt in
Yeah,
the
that one.
comics, which looks sick.
Yeah. So I guess we'll talk about the E3 stuff later. I guess.
No, yeah, sure.
Yeah, after other stuff. But aside from that, I feel like I missed a lot of stuff with our Paris trip. I didn't forget. Like, I did forget last week that we went to Paris to watch fucking Hugh Jackman, though.
Huge Ackman.
Speaking of the Wolverine,
How huge is he?
oh, he
Wolverine goes to
fucking huge.
Paris.
Was it like
Extend.
for real?
He's hella
Jackman,
huge.
or was it like?
Is he jacked?
Oh,
Man.
dude, he's huge and he's jacked, man.
And he sings.
And he sings like he's what a treasure that
yeah,
man
what
is.
an angel.
Yeah, dude. Like
What a
look-
Wolverine.
What a vicious, violent, emotional angel.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's go with that.
So he did all the hits. He did these Les Miserables stuff. He did Greatest Showman. He
Wait,
did
what? Wait, no, wait.
What?
I thought you went to see like a specific show.
No,
but
it's-
was this like the greatest hits?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
basically just Wolverine, the greatest hits. No, Hugh Jackman, the greatest hits.
Really?
No, Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman, the man, the music, the concert.
That's shit. For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know he did shit like that.
Yeah,
Well, now he did. Like,
Now he
welcome
does.
to me.
and honestly, it's a great show. Like, it's about him. It's about the songs in his life, but also he sets them up by like telling these tiny anecdotes about why this song meant something. If it's not like the Greatest Showman stuff, or like actual songs, he just covers songs and like, for example, here he talks about the story about how he met his wife. And then he starts like it's this passionate tale that I no longer remember.
Okay.
But he starts singing a song. He goes into a song and he precludes it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
He does a before thing.
Okay, he does the before thing.
He befores it by saying, "This is the song. I want to sing the song because this is the song that me and my wife danced to in our first dance in our wedding, something like that."
Okay.
And then like he starts singing it. Then he goes up to his wife who was in the audience, who was watching for the first time, and they start dancing.
Oh.
And I felt like that wasn't part of the show, or at least his wife wasn't in on it. So because she was all surprised and stuff.
Oh.
So nice.
That's really cute. But if this truly is Hugh Jackman, the greatest hits,
Yep.
after the intermission,
Yeah.
did he restart the show by coming out of a water coffin screaming?
I fucking wish so, dude.
Did he?
I fucking wish. No. He came out after
what-
intermission. He came out as Peter David.
No, I just want him to come out of
Yeah.
a water coffin screaming
You-
with a bunch of tubes attached to him. That's all
It's
I
been a
want.
while since I've seen real
You're magic. You're not the only one,
Dude.
because like at the start of the show he goes like, before I got my big break on Wolverine, and then he pauses for applause, and then people go like crazy, Wolverine or whatever. Bunch of Wolverine fans in the room. I hope that's not all you're a fan of, because it's gonna be a long night. And then he does all the stuff, he starts singing, and then near the end bit he tap dances, because apparently Hugh Jackman knows how to tap dance.
I can see that.
I
So-
can see that too.
He does his big solo, takes like drumsticks, starts drumming while he's tap dancing.
Whoa.
And all right. And then he does that, he finishes up,
And that's
big
when
finish.
the claws come out, right?
No, he does not yet. And then he goes, let's see Ryan Reynolds do that. And then he puts the drumsticks in the middle of his arms and starts clawing the air. And then like the replay on the monitor, it goes like slow-mo, so you can see like the traces of that's cool. the what do you call it? Like the lines of like his
the
motion.
claws.
Okay.
And then he screams at the camera like Wolverine, and it's
Yeah.
like, that one was for you. He's
Yeah.
voiced a Wolverine fan.
Specifically.
This is great. I had such a great time, dude. Do you know what Dear Evan Hansen is? Or it's a musical.
No.
There's this song called "You Will Be Found," and then he covers it, and I cried until my nose bled.
Oh,
I cried and I
Such
cried
intensity.
until my nose
you
bled.
actually had a nosebleed?
Yeah, dude.
Amazing.
I was like, stuff was coming out of my nose, and I felt like, that's just like the snot
that
or whatever.
Suge.
Basically. And then Denise, my female wife, like turns around and says, "Oh God, what's happened to you?" And then, "Oh no, it's just a really great song." "No, you're fucking bleeding, dude."
Fuck.
And I pull myself together, shove like tissue in my nose for the rest of the concert. I just got like tissue in my nose.
Damn. The effect of
Yeah, man.
Hugh
that
Jackman.
huge
to you.
Jackman.
It's very clear Raffy took the most damage from that concert.
Dude, hella big damage. I was like launchered, and like the full combo was on me.
Jeez.
All right. It wasn't all fun and games in Paris, though.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta tell you about this one fucking story.
Okay.
Because so we were at the Eiffel Tower, like what I mentioned last week, and then this is probably the most vile thing I've ever seen
Okay.
while traveling.
Okay.
So I need to hit the pisser. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to unload the canister, if you know what I'm saying.
Drain the snake.
Yeah. The Drain the Snake is a good one. So we start looking for bathroom. No bathroom, not anywhere in Trocadero, not anywhere near the Eiffel. So we start walking. Bathroom over here. Oh, it's closed off, whatever. And then we got to go to a restaurant. Okay, the restaurant kind of would charge you for a minimal fee. It's a bit too much for just simple piss. So no. Then we see
The public
the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah. Is it one of those
Wow.
automatic ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The ones that seal you in the chamber.
yes.
Okay.
Oh,
It is bad,
on.
dude. Is
No,
bad.
no, Raffy, explain
was-
it since it's fresher in your
Okay,
mind.
shoot.
what?
So there's a public the public bathroom system in Paris is like
It's like
this.
a hyperbolic time chamber.
Sure. Yeah, sure. And then you press the buttons on it, and then
But
there's buttons on the outside,
Yeah, the
and then
door
it
slides open.
it opens up like a garage door.
Yeah, and then like you're
Wow.
like in the holodeck now.
Yeah, you're in the holodeck.
Is this for the entire thing or for just your stall?
It's just one stall. The whole thing is just one
One
stall.
One big stall.
One big
Damn.
stall. It accommodates one, but then
It sounds
God,
like a time
it's-
machine.
it's oof.
What was bad about yours?
It took me somewhere. It was bad, dude. It was a fucking crime scene. It was
Oh,
a
no.
fucking crime scene in there, dude. Like
Unsanitary?
it's it's not just
That's the
unsanitary.
least of your worries.
Like yes, people who are eating right now just to get like skip forward a bit.
Whoa, what?
Was not only is the toilet clogged to shit
Okay.
with all the fluids, and then
Were there any
you
solids
see
in there, sir?
there was some solids,
solids.
and then the tissue was in there, and
Okay.
then I just got a piss, dude. So I was like, and then I looked directly like parang 2 degrees to the east of the toilet. Just a big old shit on the floor. like just a big old duker.
Somebody missed.
It's a big.
Somebody missed.
It didn't look like it missed. It was intentional, dude.
Oh,
It was.
that means it was too full.
It was terrible, and my bladder was bursting like it's never bursted before. So I just gotta do this, and like Denise just started walking away, and then she looked back at the same time. I caught her eye. So parang, I gotta do this. It's now or never. So I pressed the button. It locks me inside, and the light did not work. So I was just inside and did my fucking business in the dark with the big old duker. Like, it was terrible.
Yeah,
It was
I
terrible.
knew about these toilets that lock you into this hyperbolic time chamber, but mine wasn't that bad.
It was vacuum sealed, dude. Because from the outside it looked clean.
Yeah.
Like, and then when you open up, like just the waft of smell, so
Aren't-
bad.
Isn't
The
flush
Parisians,
work?
man.
Like, isn't the flush work, or it's just
It's clogged. He
It's
said
clogged.
It's
It's
Yeah,
clogged to shit.
that's unfortunate.
That's
right?
why the
It's-
guy
it's very
just
unfortunate.
beats it on the side.
Yeah,
Or I can imagine it already. Guy before you walks in.
yeah.
It seals him inside.
He
The
just-
lights turn off. And he's like, oh fuck.
Where is it?
Where's the toilet?
I guess I'll have to do coin flip.
Okay.
I'm bursting.
I'm pretty sure it's here. Then he takes a shit.
So wait, this public bathroom
Yeah.
is actually has a proper toilet seat. Is that it? Or is
Yes.
it just a new? Okay.
There is. What do you mean toilet seat?
Because
There was a toilet.
when you
There's
were
no actual toilet
like
seat.
when you were telling the story, I was thinking that maybe is this just a urinal?
No.
No,
It's not a urinal. No.
No.
Okay.
It's really
good, good.
Imagine
it's
being locked in your own, like,
bathroom.
you know, like usually the handicapped bathrooms are usually bigger, but it's
Yeah.
still for just one.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's like
So it's
So it's
supposed to be
spacious.
decent.
It's
supposed to be
spacious.
decent.
It's
Okay.
spacious, but
It-
it's still the fact that these French bathrooms seal you inside.
How did you get out?
I no the
No, there's a
the
button
light
for it.
the light is the light
the-
for the button works, but like not the light
Thank
for
God.
the
Oh,
fucking
God.
place.
I imagine as the door closes, the theme from Saw starts playing.
Yeah, if there were a dead body there trying to fucking cut off his own leg, that I don't know.
A dude from
I
the
wouldn't be
bathtub
surprised.
gets up and walks out.
The Dookie gets up and walks away.
It was me all
It
along.
was him all along.
But yeah,
Yeah.
When I was in France, I saw these bathrooms. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, cool space bathrooms. It's like with like shutting, like you get in, and then when it locks you in, the sense of dread that fills you when you're sealed inside a public
Damn.
bathroom is just like,
It's
who
terrible.
designed this?
At least we're aware of that
Yeah.
existence.
Oh yeah.
If I
Don't
was
go.
not, that'd freak me out
It's
too.
it's weird because it's like
I
everything
really
else
should have
in
warned you.
yeah, everything else in France is so beautiful and awesome, and then like the most vile thing I've ever seen traveling.
That's why they seal it away.
Yeah.
That's why it's like
Latrine.
airtight.
La latrine.
The latrine.
Ooh, the toilet.
Ooh, the toilet.
Oh my god.
Noise.
Man.
What a France story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, don't ever. Just that restaurant thing was worth it. Just
If you don't-
just go there.
If you don't want to see sideways space poop, don't go to
Don't.
I
public.
mean,
toilet.
where does the poop go in space, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
outside.
Into
outside.
Jason X. You know, he was in space at one
Yeah, he
time.
was in that space that
Right.
one time.
I barely paid attention in that movie. It was so
Keep it going.
dumb.
Keep it going.
All right. What else did I got? Actually, I could, if ever I remember some more France stories, I'll just go. I just pull it up during
Yep.
the few
Nice,
weeks.
nice.
Yeah. I felt like I was away for a long time. A lot of stuff happened. Like that one came out at me like when I was doing my business this week, and I remembered. Oh crap! I forgot to tell the story.
Yo.
Right. So when stuff like that happens, yeah. All right. So for this week's, ow, like say like a mouse.
We gotta get your own
I
soundbite.
didn't expect it to be this early.
Is my singing? Is my singing bad?
No. We just need a proper
We love
need a
jingle.
segment.
Yeah.
This is also from Always Be My Babe, maybe.
Oh, no.
Oh shit. Okay. It's a good one actually. Like
Thank you for calling it a thigh gap.
there are a lot of good ones,
There's a
but
lot
this
of
one's
good
from the Keanu one that I really love. Keanu goes, "Do you have a dish that plays with the concept of time?"
What? Wait.
They went to the context was they're in this really fancy, expensive restaurant
Yeah.
that serves you those BS dishes that is
yeah.
like one tiny serving per.
Yeah. And then that's what he orders. Like, do you have a dish that plays with the concept of time? I like your addition to this when I put it up on the chat.
Oh yeah, because that scene reminded me of the final table.
With Charles and Rodrigo.
Charles and Rodrigo's like
Rodrigo.
pretentiousness.
Yeah. I'm sure
is
like somewhere
there in that scene.
Charles and Rodrigo were like, boy, do I. We got like 7 of them.
What also adds to that scene was as it played out with different dishes.
Yeah.
There was one where it goes into near silence.
Yeah.
And it's Keanu Reeves eating while wearing noise canceling headphones.
And then he's hearing like the fish. Dude, you gotta watch this.
I gotta get on this. I
That
gotta
movie,
get on
that has some good dialogue.
There's so much more than what we've talked about. There's so much.
No, yeah,
so
because
much
like
more.
YouTube did the whole spoiler trailer thing.
Oh
right?
yeah, dude! I
Yeah.
saw.
And I was like, I was watching it, and I was like, "Is this the thing where that they're talking about?" And
Yeah.
then yeah.
Okay.
And then I was like, "This seems like your basic rom com."
No.
Like
it is.
it is. Okay.
It's hella basic.
Okay.
Hella basic.
Okay.
The thing is just
Yeah.
it has that surprise and then it's legit funny.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it the formula is to be expected. Like they get together and then.
Then they
And
don't.
then they don't.
Then they
and
do.
then the big gesture to win her back, and then
Keanu goes
then-
off.
Yeah, every rom com is that way.
Yeah.
But just it feels very fresh and it feels very pleasant. Like it's a light
Yeah, it's real
movie.
pleasant.
Yeah.
That it's just a positive. It just adds a positive to you
And
if
yeah,
you
if
watch it.
anything, the dialogue in itself is like, if you like, say, Tina Fey writing,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Where it's like clever smart,
Okay.
like clever funny, and not just throwaway funny.
Yeah. And then the songs, because Ray Park is in the band and his songs he performs a lot. So yeah, the songs are great. Like I punched Keanu in the face. He made like a song about that.
Punched Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Just that. You gotta watch it.
It's
Aye.
a 1 hour 30 movie. It's pretty short.
It's easy. Yeah. All right. That's me.
That's
what
you?
about you? Who next?
Emilio, you go next.
Oh, I go next. I didn't have much of a week as far as consumption of media is concerned. I was very busy with work, with like a lot going on at work right now, and like just real busy.
Yeah.
But I tried my best to like check out all the E3 stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys want to talk about E3 stuff right now?
Yeah, do it.
Right now? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause like I'm probably just gonna bring up some of my favorite moments.
Okay.
mean-
FF14.
Or do,
Actually,
do it in the
no,
context of memes.
I hated the FF14.
Oh,
because
really?
launch
Hard
trailer.
spoilers in it.
There are hard spoilers in there that I would not recommend to
Good.
anyone.
Well, good thing I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Good, because like that FF14 launch trailer during the Square Enix
Yeah, they did kind
presentation.
of mention a lot of like
like
jargon,
like
primal.
like I was listening to what do you call it? I was listening to the Super Best Friend cast.
Castle Super Beast.
Castle Super Beast right before this,
Aw.
and I think Pat.
Of course, Pat mentions
Yeah,
it.
Pat put it in the best words possible. That trailer includes basically the Luke I am your father
Yeah.
of FF14
Oh, shit.
in the trailer. And I'm
Really?
just like, no, do not watch this.
Oh,
Anyone who loves
no.
FF14 and wants to get into it, don't watch this. Because
damn.
it's such an unspoken rule in the community that you don't spoil the story.
Yeah.
Like even if you're in chat, no one will spoil the story for you. We all have code names for things we want to talk about that
Cool.
are spoilery. And like people will never find out, and then this trailer comes and just drops like the equivalent bomb of Luke, I am your father, just out in the open.
Oh, God.
And we're just like, oh, Squeenix, come on, don't do that.
Right.
Oh, why?
Okay.
we worked
that's-
so hard for to
That,
keep
that
this
is
under
interesting
wraps.
to mention because after the trailer, when I saw it, they have a shot of the audience just
Yeah.
to go and check out their reactions. Most of them aren't really smiling.
No, yeah.
Oh no.
Maybe that's why.
I heard it's either you don't get what's happening,
Yeah.
but if you do, it's not a good thing to see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like if you're in the middle of playing FF14, that's like
That's gonna ruin it.
No, I wouldn't say it'll ruin it, but you're like, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
You
it's
wish
like,
you didn't know.
You wish you didn't know.
Darth Vader's Luke's dad.
No, basically something like that. But like, besides that, like I think everyone was generally happy because like everyone got to play FF14, like the new raid on the floor. Like they released the Titania fight. You get a T-shirt if you beat her.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Lush.
Yeah, you get a T-shirt that says "I beat Titania."
Cool.
If you go to the show floor and actually beat her, man, like I wish I could have been there. It looked fun. But as far as presentations are concerned, I'm hype about FF7 like a lot.
Yeah.
I think
We
that's the
finally
only.
get gameplay.
Looks
Jesus Christ.
hella good. Hella good.
And FF7 is like one of those like important RPGs to me.
Yeah.
It's like I have a ton of stories growing up about how much FF7 taught me about life. Yeah, but like in general, just seeing it so fresh and new, and like the character designs aren't exact. Like
Yeah.
they're updated, which is nice. I really like,
I like
the
that.
updated Tifas.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Specifically Tifas.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
thing I noticed most about Tifa is like they stayed true to her original design, but at the same time made it more like
Practical.
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 Like for example, her skirt is now not a tight leather skirt, but
Right.
it's pleated.
Yeah.
So she can
Maximum
freely
movement.
kick.
Can move
Yep,
around.
yep.
Yeah. She also has a sports bra.
Yep.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
a kung fu lady would not be able to do what she do
Yeah.
if her big jumblies are jumbling.
Right.
Big damn.
I'm,
And,
I'm
like-
into this.
And like a bunch of people I saw on Twitter were like, "Yo, her boobs aren't as big anymore."
Oh, fucking get over yourselves, though.
And in my head, I'm like, my dude, she's wearing a sports bra. They're
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
still
Yeah, big.
gigantoid.
Just firm.
But priorities.
Firmly.
Compared to her physique, she's pretty skinny in
Yeah,
this
she
one.
is pretty skinny.
Chest is still massive.
Her-
Yeah.
Like proportion wise, massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
You don't want like Street Fighter 5 Chun-Li like tits all over the place when she starts kicking.
No, yeah,
Also,
exactly.
there's-
Also thighs.
Oh, yeah.
There's Tim Rogers from Kotaku who mentioned that all of them have military grade Velcro or sweater or any military grade material stuck in their costume designs
Why?
right now. That's just a joke on that.
Oh,
on that
okay.
What's it mean,
okay,
though?
Yeah. No, what does
Like
it mean?
everyone has military grade harness, military grade.
That's
That's fine.
vests and so-
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
are
fine.
like
Like
terrorists.
Yeah, like
Kotaku.
like before it doesn't show. You know?
Oh,
Of course,
yeah,
'cause they're
yeah,
little
yeah.
Lego
Yeah,
people.
Yeah,
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 that,
yeah.
like, and even in the Advent Children one, it's just like everything's
everything-
leather and belts.
everything's leather, yeah.
And this one now, the
It looks
redesign,
more realistic.
It's more like if you're going in a mission as a terrorist,
Yeah.
so there.
You're saving the planet.
I can't wait for a whole nother generation of gamers to just like to realize that Cloud's original gig was a terrorist.
terrorist.
Eco-terrorists.
Eco-terrorist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Barrett.
also lies to himself constantly.
A lot.
Yeah.
That guy's a huge liar.
Yeah.
Like he thinks he's Zach, and he's
Yeah.
like,
Oof.
yeah, I think I'm cool.
Spoilers.
Also, you know how?
Spoilers for 20 fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
Well, they can't re-release that game because Gact is in it.
No, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
No, but like, remember in FF7, as Cloud is delusional about who he is, there's this constant black figure that shows up that he yells at.
Yeah.
Now that figure is just Sephiroth.
Just Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you
Oh.
put Sephiroth in the game.
Sick
in a
without
part where he doesn't show up.
right.
Also,
That's perfect.
No, they've changed a lot of things. If you noticed in the trailer as well, there is a bike chase scene with Jessie
Yeah,
on
with
the back
Jessie.
of your bike.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That means it matters more when she kicks the bucket.
Oh,
No,
no.
yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
No, plus think about it. Because originally when Tifa joins the party and you guys get on the train, the train's alarm goes off and you guys have to jump off of the train and walk the rest of the way to the reactor.
Yeah.
It seems like they're retconning that and putting in a motorcycle chase sequence
Good.
instead.
That's
fine.
Great.
good.
That's what it feels
Great.
like.
I'm
Speeds
into
up
it.
most of that.
I'm into it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I fucking love that because like walking down the train tracks sucked.
Yeah.
And like
Oh, does that
I
mean
hate
we're
that.
gonna skip
Trigger
the
battles.
snow segment in
the
this
snow
too?
segment and this too.
I don't know.
When you fall off like the golden saucer, was that it?
No,
I
no.
mean,
Snow segment.
The
Yeah.
snowboard is
No,
it
no.
snow?
Snowboard?
After.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you have
There's
to run through
snowboard
this
segment.
basically Lost
Really?
Woods equivalent.
Oh,
Oh
dude.
yeah,
of
yeah,
snow.
yeah, yeah.
Then you have to mark your territory.
No,
with the
yeah,
flag.
yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
no.
I remember that.
I hope that's gone.
Uh-huh.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
stupid things in FF7.
that prolonged the game. And that
You know, because
part.
like I am very confident in like this first part of the game encompassing the entire Midgar part of the story
into one thing.
into one thing. No, because
Yeah.
like it's long, but at the same time it's concise. It's like
Right.
there's a beginning, there's an end. Like
Yeah.
you end when you leave Midgar.
yeah,
Yep.
that's a
Like
good.
what I'm worried about is like, okay, so next game starts at calm, right? Like Cloud explains how crazy he is. Like
And he was like, "What the fuck?"
what the fuck? These are fake memories. What a liar.
Yeah.
And
He's so hot though.
and like, where does it stop? Does it stop at Junon? Does it stop at...
I'm sure it's gonna skip a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Because from Calm, you go to Junon, then from Junon to Costa del Sol, then the
Yeah.
Golden Saucer, Corel, then you hit Cosmo Canyon, and then you hit Nibelheim. And I think the perfect place to cut it would be Nibelheim.
Ducati.
But
Probably.
it's
Yeah.
there's so
It's
many
pretty
things
far.
that happen in the middle. And so many locales and locations.
I don't know. I think Miggy's right. They're gonna skip a lot of
They're
stuff
obviously
there.
gonna skip a bunch.
And if you're gonna compare it to how long Midgar is, so I'd probably say
I mean, there's gonna be no world map for sure.
It won't stop at Nibelheim.
You
No,
think?
but that's gonna
I
be
think-
like a perfect episode ender.
No, yeah, because Nibelheim
Yeah,
is the
but-
perfect episode ender because you see Sephiroth again. And he throws a materia into your stomach.
Yeah, I guess
Remember?
it is true.
Yeah, and it's the part where Cloud is like, yo, everything I said at the start of this chapter was a
It's not-
lie.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's when he starts having his mental breakdown because he's like, oh, my memories are fake.
Is
My
it
memories
wheelchair
are
mode?
fake. Yeah, yeah.
No.
Like, that's the thing I'm curious about. How many games is this game going to be? Is it going to
Well,
be this
they
one,
don't
this
have
one,
it.
this
They
three?
They never
told us.
talked about
They
that.
never even mentioned that this is episode 1.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just
no episode
remake.
1 in the title.
No, yeah, there isn't.
But there's also like rumors that there's only gonna be 2 episodes.
No, those would be huge
There's
games.
so much to
apparently.
do.
It depends on what they cut.
Yeah.
Because you can cut a lot from this. Actually.
Yeah,
Right.
that is true.
And did you notice after the trailer it says DLC summons?
Yeah, for pre-orders
yeah,
and
for
stuff.
pre-order
stuff. They're,
DLC.
they're gonna feature Carbuncle
And
and
Cactuar.
Alright.
Cactuar and
Well,
the
like
Chocobo
if
thing.
the combat is not as it's clearly not the same as the old game.
It's clearly
so
not the same.
I think it's fine for
There
that.
will be summon materia, so Knights of the Round, here we go.
That needs to be some end game
I don't.
stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
end game
That's
that
some
might not
endgame stuff for
even
sure.
like,
I
show
just
up.
want.
Yeah, it might not show up.
Yeah.
I just want a giant cactus falling on folks. that's just a summon. Like
And also, Carbuncle isn't.
Yeah,
Carbuncle
it's an
and
FF8.
and Cactuar are not in FF7,
No,
so I
yeah.
think that's fine.
That's-
Yeah, they're
yeah,
like
yeah,
FF,
it's fine.
FF8
FF8
summons.
summons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, like, I'm just so excited about it because, like, they turned that fucking stupid first boss, the Scorpion.
Yeah, into a
Into a
very
whole
entertaining.
intense
Right.
fight.
Yeah.
It's really intense. And,
it
like,
took so long. They were skipping around a little
yeah,
bit here.
Yeah.
and, like, there's a point with Barret. Like, when the Scorpion jumps on the wall, Cloud can't reach him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
switched to
So
Barret.
Barrett will
Yeah,
lame
yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I can't. I'm just. When I saw that in my head, I was like, okay, so what's Yuffie gonna be? What's
Dude,
Yuffie's not
Vincent.
gonna appear here.
No,
No.
they
No,
have to
Midgard, no.
somewhere.
yeah. But
down
at
the
some
line-
point,
Yeah, down the line.
Down the line, but like in my head, I'm like, okay, so when I switch to Kate Sid, why?
Yeah, dude.
Right?
why?
Dude,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
that's
see
a good
Kate
question.
One do you
Like,
control?
Why is Kate
That's one of the
Sid?
characters I'm like eager to see in this remake.
exactly, 'cause it's
he's
Reeves.
it's a very complex character
No, yeah.
arc.
Because
for
like
him.
when you see Reeves, he's a Turk, right?
Yeah.
He's super serious and shit.
Yeah.
Then he controls this abomination.
Yeah, this
like
Mughal-
this cute ass
This
thing.
cat, yeah.
And like there's just such a huge disconnect between his character and his character that I want to see a serious, updated looking Reeves saying seriously that it was me.
Yeah.
I'm Kate Sid. I just want to see that.
But yeah.
But in this trailer, they did show off Heidegger,
Yep.
and he looks perfect.
Oh yeah.
He looks
Great.
perfect. I can imagine the yeah, ha, ha, ha. Dude, I can hear it.
Of course, yeah.
Oh god.
He has to do it.
He has to do it. I can't wait for
Man.
Palmer. Like I can't wait for them to show like
Palmer.
you remember Palmer? Head of
Yeah.
the space program.
Yeah.
The bald guy who gets run over by the tiny Bronco.
Man, there's a lot of characters there that
No, FF7 is one of
needs
my
to
great loves too.
need to be shown in the remake. This updated.
There's
What
a
about
lot.
the
yeah.
Island of
Designs,
Beautiful
yeah.
Men,
That's
or
why,
whatever
that's
I've
why I'm
seen.
having a hard time trying to think of because they have to shorten this, right?
Yes,
Obviously.
they have to.
But like, what do you cut and how do you cut it in a way that?
Oh,
Because like they turned a
Man,
shitty
need
first
to
boss
cut
fight into a
it.
giant ass
yeah.
set piece.
I hope they don't cut the squatting contest.
I hope.
Dude, what about that minigame where you pretend to be a soldier again?
Yeah.
You have to
Oh
do the little
yeah,
formation
in
outside.
Junon.
What
Yeah.
about
That's
what
good.
about Fort Condor? Are they going to skip
They have to.
Fort
No, they
They
have
have
to
to-
do that.
That's-
It's that Sid segment,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fort Condor.
They have to do that.
have to
or
do
the
Fort
Wutai
Condor.
Temple. It's probably DLC. Let's
No,
see.
the Wu-Tang
No.
Temple, I can see that.
I could
And then
see
throw
See
the
it as
Ninja Girl
in the
there.
main thing. Yeah.
No, I can imagine DLC where Cloud and the gang get their materia stolen.
Me and the boys.
yeah, me.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Me and the boys get our
But yeah,
materials.
like-
You can't make Yuffie a DLC thing, right?
No, but like the stealing of the materia is such a side thing.
Yeah.
You know, because
That's gotta be there
I can see
somehow.
it as a side thing because you meet the Turks on vacation.
Right.
It's like no, yeah. During
Yeah.
that side quest, you bump into the Turks and
Yeah,
they're-
yeah,
and Cloud and the gang, like Cloud and the boys, are ready to fight you. It's like, yo, it's fucking Turks, let's go. And the
Yeah.
Turks are like, dude, fuck off, we're on vacation. Yeah,
Maybe next week.
This
Yeah.
is the bald guy in Warang, right?
yeah. You're not even
Right.
wrong.
Yeah, that's
The
accurate.
bald guy
Right,
more,
right,
and
right,
Elena
right.
too. Oh man. But yeah, I'm excited for that. But like as far as treasures in E3 are concerned, there are the three great treasures.
Ah, yes.
The purest
Yes.
of
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
things that happened.
Shout him out. Shout him out.
The first thing is, of course, Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Like confused as to how much the internet loves him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're breathtaking, right?
Oh man, that's so.
You're all
The
breathtaking.
Holy Trinity of
How
E3.
how he awkwardly poses before
Yeah.
saying you're breathtaking is very.
Yeah,
That's so good.
It's
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
he
it's-
almost tripped.
he almost tripped.
It's great how they can get a celebrity personality who has nothing, like knows nothing about video games,
Yeah.
but yet still show interest in it.
Oh, he's
and
Yeah.
appreciation
genuinely
for it.
excited.
He's
Yeah,
genuinely
yeah,
excited
yeah, yeah.
for it,
Unlike
for
when they
sure.
got that dude from fucking what is that? Community?
Oh
yeah.
god,
Man.
Winger.
Who is it?
McHale.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
no, no.
That dude doesn't.
No, he didn't care.
He isn't involved.
Even when they got Neil Patrick Harris for VGAs.
No, yeah.
Right? Like,
But then-
I like Mario.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference between those is that Keanu Reeves is in the game.
No,
He
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
host anything. Like
Right,
he isn't the host
but
of
still,
that thing.
like
There's a genuine
It's-
excitement coming
there's
from
an
him.
excitement,
Yeah.
but it's clear he doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
because-
Which
Oh,
I think is
sure.
what caught
Yep.
him by surprise when he went out on stage.
Yeah, and like
yeah.
a lot of comedians are stuck in the make fun of geeks past.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate
Yeah,
that.
they
I hate
still
that.
A
are.
lot of them are. And
Jimmy
like,
Kimmel is part of that.
yeah, I know, and it's like when they do that at an E3 conference or
Yeah,
at,
it's
or at the
cringeworthy.
VGAs, it's
Yeah.
super cringe, and
Yeah.
like you can see the confusion on their face when they don't get the reaction they want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dumb
And, like,
moron. We're
yeah.
we're all
all
geeks.
geeks.
Yeah.
You idiot.
We're
We're all geeks.
Yeah, so that was very heartwarming seeing Keanu
Yeah.
being so genuine up on stage.
Yeah.
And my other favorite is Miss Ikumi Nakamura.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't watched. I haven't watched.
You haven't watched
No,
that?
no,
Dude,
no.
her
I'm
presentation was so pure.
It's the only thing worth from the Bethesda press.
Oh
conference.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's the only thing worth
Yeah.
it. She was the presenter for the game Tokyo Ghostwire.
Oh,
Yeah, and
okay.
basically the game itself, I'm not sure
There's
what
no
it's about.
gameplay.
It's a
Yeah.
spooky action adventure
Ah.
game.
It's just a spooky action adventure game where the setting is Tokyo and people are disappearing.
Yeah.
Like piles of clothes left everywhere, right?
And then
Ah.
some like ghost soldiers show up.
Yeah, and
Nice,
HD
nice, nice, nice,
noodles, like
HD noodles.
No, this
Yeah.
is the best a bowl of ramen has ever looked in.
Oh yeah.
Some
All
solid
right.
CG
All
round.
right.
About that.
Solid CG ramen. But the best part of the presentation was her herself, because she just had this energy about her
Yeah.
that like she wasn't like any of the other E3 when
She was
explaining the
she
game,
was
like,
dead on like anxious during.
No,
that.
she was
Oh,
super anxious.
super.
Like
Yeah.
she was saying, "Oh, I'm really nervous."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, this is our game. It's spooky." It was the cutest thing ever, and she
Yeah,
kept
yeah.
doing like gesticulations
Yeah,
with her
like-
hands. There's so many meme images out there now.
Yeah,
of,
I've
like,
seen the images though.
Yeah, it's like mitane. It's like
Yeah, she's so cute.
it's really cute. And the other soul we must protect
Yes.
is
See.
Bam Bam, the dog.
John
Yeah,
Bernthal's
yeah.
dog.
John Bernthal's dog.
Yeah.
Yes. Not
Like,
John Bernthal.
I have
His
a-
dog.
Bern-
I have a question.
Dog.
Like the Ubisoft presentation,
Oh,
was
God.
it done a day after?
I have no idea.
After the Bethesda, I mean after
It was after. Yeah.
After.
right.
after the Bethesda
So
one.
isn't like
It was the final of the three.
maybe like I was when I saw the dog, I was like, maybe John Bernthal saw Keanu Reeves and
He's like, "Oh shit."
I need
brought
to
his
I need to
dog.
do something pure. So I have to bring my dog
Bam
to make
Bam.
it. Yeah.
I got the because Bam Bam looked confused as fuck.
Oh,
as,
yeah,
as
yeah,
to
yeah.
why he was up there.
At least he was calm about it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
he
he
was the cutest boy.
Speaking of that, Ubisoft. Like I got
Okay.
hella problems with Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Like
What did they do this time?
I love them,
Was
but
it
like
the Just Dance?
their presentation, dude, was like 45 minutes
Really?
of like military shooters. Like they all blended together.
yeah.
It was Tom Clancy, the presser. It's like
Well, it's like at least 2 games, 3 games.
You know, I wonder how Tom Clancy would feel if he were still alive today. It's like,
mean, I don't think he
Don't
would
use my
care.
name is basically what he's gonna say. But yeah, like the other weird part is before this presentation, they
Yeah.
have a presser saying that they're saying that we're not making political games or something like
yeah,
that.
I think
dumb.
so.
Yeah,
But Watch Dogs is clearly about
Yeah, yeah,
Brexit.
political game,
Super.
yeah.
They
So-
say it too.
That's the only like bright spot about Ubisoft. Like I enjoyed the very first one, Watch Dogs Legion. It looked cool, like you could play with anyone.
Oh.
And then everything looks the same. Like they started to blend together, and they were like, they did Ghost Recon.
Which is the John Bernthal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. They did
Division 2.
They did Division 2. They did Rainbow Six.
Rainbow
Yeah.
Six.
And,
Because
Those are
then,
all the same. To me.
Yeah,
and then
Raffy,
after
those are all Tom Clancy
Right.
Yeah, they are.
things.
it was
so that's why it's all
45 minutes of that, and then
Yeah.
there's like, and then suddenly Just Dance, and then just a
course.
big Just Dance presentation
You know
just to
that-
mix
Like
it up.
a dude in a panda suit comes out.
Yeah,
starts
yeah,
dancing.
You know the amazing part was that they announced Just Dance for the Wii.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
Cool.
did. They did.
Yeah, 'cause,
And,
like-
There's a story in this, right?
What?
Right.
There's a story in this.
Yeah, there is a story,
Why
and
there's
like a lot
Wii.
of people were asking what it got released on the Wii, but
Yeah.
why?
The
And
first one came out on Wii.
but this is
Other
the
than
new one.
that,
So they're releasing another one for just the Wii.
For
Yes,
the Wii, and
yes.
apparently, a lot of people on the internet went like, "Why on the Wii?" And apparently, in the States, a whole bunch of hospitals bought Wii's back in the day for physical therapy.
Yeah.
That's kind
Yeah.
of cool.
That's great.
and,
It's great.
and they use the motion controls to help patients who have low mobility in order to start getting back there. And like, what do you call it? And releasing the new Just Dance thing for these patients who use the Wii's is kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Because like you can't update your soundtrack on. I think the last one was Just Dance, like not 3, but there was an expansion that came out after 2, and that got a disc release on Wii. So that must have been the last one. That was like
Interesting.
almost 10 years ago, I think.
Jeez.
yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And then I realized that apart from like, I realized that for someone who's not super well versed into video games, like doesn't know the backstory, what kind of the games are like maybe just hearing these titles might be really discombobulating, because that's my female wife Denise. She doesn't know
With the Tom
much.
Clancy stuff.
Yeah, not just that, but just the whole of E3. I just
Okay.
began like thinking of E3, watching E3, hearing about E3 and news and stuff without knowing about video games that much. Like my wife's experience. So she just hears like, "Yo, Gears of War 2." or like now Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
And then the new Halo is coming out. Like,
Oh
it was
man,
like,
the Halo trailer
what the
though.
fuck?
Ooh.
And then like Halo Infinite, and then like the Tom Clancy stuff, like the Division. Like, what the fuck does that
Division
mean?
2.
The Division 2.
Yep.
Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six. Like what?
Rainbow
what-
Six Siege 2.
Oh man, are
then-
they gonna do that? No.
don't know.
Oh jeez, I thought.
and like
Yeah, that-
even the more generic stuff, like the new Rage 2 is coming out. Rage 2.
Cyberpunk 2077.
It's all just very edgy like names
Yeah.
that mean nothing to
I
someone.
think we've gone
Right?
past that already,
Right.
right? Because
Yeah.
that was the PS3 era.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, E3. I haven't caught all of the
Well,
conferences.
To further point on the Ikumi stuff,
Yeah,
like what I think made her pop more in the pop culture outside from the cutesy Japanese while introducing a spooky game is her history.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's like she was an artist on Okami. She was an artist on Bayonetta.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The art
Okay.
prodigy of Shinji.
Mikami?
Shinji
Shinji
Mikami.
Mikami.
Yeah,
Whoa.
she is the protege of Shinji Mikami,
whoa!
and now she is the creative director for Ghostwire.
Yeah.
That must look
you
awesome.
should see her interview when she was talking about the art direction for what is that? Resident Evil, but not really.
Evil
game?
Within?
Evil Within.
Evil
Yeah.
Within,
Because
yes.
she is involved with that.
She
game.
also worked on Evil Within.
And
Okay.
like the interview is hilarious because
Oh, really?
it's her being interviewed in like a background that looks like her workstation,
Mm-hmm.
but then like the ghost starts crawling in the background,
Oh,
and then as it cuts to a different footage, nawawala yung ghost. sa likod.
Oh,
Cool.
And then at the near end, the walls break down and the ghost is crawling really fast to the screen. But before it gets to her, it cuts to black.
oh,
Then the
Stig.
interview ends.
Yeah.
that's cute.
And she's just being her timid little Japanese self.
Aw.
And like I love that when people got on this, because after her presentation, of course, the Twitterverse started looking for her name. And like one of the first images apparently that show up when you search for her name is her reading a book while holding a shotgun. And everyone just latched onto that image. It's like Ikumi with a shot. Like
Nice.
the literal caption of the image is Ikumi with a shotgun. And it's like, it's great. It's
Cool.
great. It's
Great.
great. And I'm glad she's getting this much love and attention. You should see her tweets. She's just compiling all of her fan art.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Aww.
oh, these images are my treasures and give me energy.
I'm a follower right now.
Have you seen
Right.
her photos with different boots at E3?
Yes.
Like she tried out Just Dance, I think, as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I just saw her most recent post. She just compiled everything she got into E3 and just wore it all at the same time. She's like wearing a pig helmet,
I've seen this.
All the merch.
She's wearing a whole bunch of merch T-shirts, a whole bunch of lanyards, and she's like in this power stance in her hotel room. It's amazing. It's amazing. Follow her on Twitter.
All right.
And I just wonder how that experience is, just seeing your Twitter blow up from nothing to like 15,000 followers.
Ask Rob Chan.
Ooh, hello. And I think that's mostly my week. Yeah.
By Light and Lost.
By Light and Lost.
Light and Lost.
By Light and Lost.
All right,
Did you know?
moving to me. I did my homeworks for the things.
Oh, dude.
You did a lot of homework.
Dude, what people were saying about that Flat Earth documentary,
Yeah.
it's kind of hilarious. It's completely accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
This is
Like-
beyond the curve yet.
Beyond the
Beyond
curve.
the curve.
So, them contradicting themselves directly in the video.
Right?
Oh,
like-
shit.
Of course, like it starts off with them sounding crazy,
Yeah.
but them trying to make a point, and then it goes into what like the real NASA scientists are saying, like, oh, there's
Right.
a positive takeaway from this, right?
Right.
Like the curiosity and the obsession is up way you move forward.
Yeah.
Because before we knew the Earth was not the center, before we believed the Earth was the center of the universe,
Right.
and then it's not.
Right.
500 years ago, stuff like that.
Yeah. And that natural curiosity is
Yeah.
just a science. That's present in every scientist.
Right, they're just tackling it in the wrong way, and with obviously the lack of some general information.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
but like, for them to learn, you don't make fun of them
Yeah.
because otherwise they'll refuse to learn.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But then the video cuts off to their experiment.
Yeah.
Oh,
That Raffy
no.
told us.
It looks like a super funny point. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god. Before it cuts the credits with like some music,
Right.
like that was kind of insane.
And like they highlight the community behind the flat earth itself,
Huge.
right? And a part of it is just finding a group of people that don't make fun of you
Yeah.
and are willing to entertain like what you have to say.
Right.
Which is basically, and that's how they get hooked, kind of like why the community like what's going on? Oh, that
Construction noises.
Yep.
No.
30.
Other homework was the Always Be My Maybe. I saw that.
Ooh,
So that's just up to you, Emile.
Oh, I need
last
to watch
one.
that.
Yeah.
What was the other one I saw?
I don't know.
you did something else. No, Greatest Showman for me.
Green Showman.
Yeah,
That
dude.
I think that movie is fine. It's just the pacing for a movie is too fast.
Oh. Okay.
Really?
Really? Too fast, huh?
What do
Like
you
a
mean?
lot happens within the span of an hour and a half.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet, so I
Like,
need to get on that.
Was it originally a stage show? Because it
No.
kind of really was it a movie first?
It's a movie first.
Oh.
Yeah, and then now it's gonna be a stage show. They're
Oh,
adapting
cool.
it for Broadway.
Oh,
Oh.
cool. Because I think it works better as that, and it kind of looks like a Broadway show.
It does, I think.
But that's all right. That was a fun movie. A lot of the songs, but I like is what I was hearing on radio.
Oh.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the Zendaya and Troy Bolton
Yeah.
one.
That one. That one's
Almost-
the,
That one's always
Almost everything.
really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even the very first one.
Yeah, the very first one. No,
Yeah, I love that one.
when they were kids.
A Million Dreams.
Yeah, Million Dreams.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard that. Like, oh, these are all from this one movie.
It's treasure, my man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. So.
If
So
you like
many
the
things
Hugh
to get
Jackman,
on.
just watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Hugh Jackman.
Sans Wolverine claws though.
No.
Unfortunately.
He always needs to be coming out of a water coffin
Yeah.
screaming. That's
think-
my stipulation.
You think that's how Weapon X started? Like from the Prestige, he drops like a
One of
clone
them
into the
survived.
vat,
Shit, the
and
clone.
then the clones become Weapon X.
And like they become really angry.
And then there's a narrative by Michael Caine.
yeah.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
The Wolverine cinematic universe.
Yeah, dude. I can imagine.
One
The Hugh
man.
Jackman.
Yeah.
Shit, I was gonna think
Yo,
of something else,
cries.
but I guess E3 news. I was able to catch. We saw the EA one live, which is kind of nothing because EA.
It's the first 2 bits were and then sports.
And then sports, yeah, pretty much.
Madden.
And then a lack of sports too.
and
Because
then-
remember that
yeah.
soccer game where they barely
Yeah.
showed anything?
They just showed like a personality interviewing like footballers
no.
about the culture of football.
Yeah.
No, damn it.
Man, I don't understand
Give us the games.
these sports games that come out every year and they're usually just the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Like,
There's a specific audience for each.
No,
and
'cause, like-
that's enough.
Because it just doesn't make sense to me when they can just have like
DLC.
no.
Roster updates.
No, yeah, because the only thing that really changes usually is the roster, right? And like usually there are slight improvements in like the engines and
No.
stuff like that.
Yep.
but
Some
not really.
games really just update the roster.
No, yeah, right.
Some games.
really
Some,
don't.
games
games.
are better off with just that.
Yeah.
Because some
Yeah.
games have removed features.
But like,
Right.
like because as all of you know, as I've repeated throughout these past few weeks, I've been playing FF14, and it's one of the only left surviving subscription models of like an actual ongoing service type of game. And I think that these sports games would be perfect for it.
It
Right?
could be, but they're gonna leave money on the
Yeah,
table.
like
though.
the
Are they
That's
though?
the,
like
I
the,
mean,
the ongoing trend right now for EA Sports and most of the sport games, sports games is the Ultimate Team feature.
Because I would imagine like a sports fan would have no trouble paying for a subscription to continue to be able to play their sports game, which has monthly updates now. Can you imagine?
I can see what
Right?
I can pick up what
Like,
you're putting down.
like for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
the best, I think the best process or the best system, if they're gonna move forward and solve this annual update thing for sports, is that create a base game,
Yeah.
and then like live for it for 5 years.
Because people keep trying
5 years.
five updates, just like Street Fighter
No, exactly. But like people keep trying to do this like
updates.
yeah, no, games as a service type of thing. I
Yeah.
mean, like Anthem is trying.
Oh
Like,
god,
like,
Anthem is just like
no, yeah,
gone.
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
not
Destiny
gone,
tried,
but just,
but like, if ever, like the perfect thing for it would be the sports games, in my opinion, because
Would
these are
be.
the types of people who are just interested in the fantasy of building a team and playing with the team,
Right.
rather than number go up the game, right? Because it's very
Right.
different as well.
Right. I think just one of the things that they'll miss out on that is the like what Migs tried to allude to a while ago, but new gameplay modes, because it's not just the base game of like team versus team.
Yeah.
Like they try to come up with these other antecedent gameplay modes, like such as My Team, which is
yeah. Like that's the moneymaker right now.
the gacha NBA.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So that's
So-
why a lot of
About
people still keep buying these products because of
Right.
My Team.
But it doesn't make sense to me to like invest into a single game that has a gacha system when you know that next year there's just going to be another
Yeah,
game.
people
so
are
I would
gonna
rather
buy.
have
Yeah.
a continuous service that just adds these features in year by year. I might be better on board with sports game if that sports game if
With
that were the
sport-
case. I'd be better on board with sport game if that were the case.
I'm guessing like maybe maybe in the future, hopefully that might be the future of sport game.
Maybe.
Where it's just that and the one console to rule the world.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
because can you imagine like NBA 2K, A Realm Reborn, and like
Oh, no.
And then,
right?
and then if
Yeah.
it's bad, like a giant meteor comes in, and then like
Oh man,
Charles
the chaos dunk.
The chaos dunk.
shit.
Exactly. The fucking
Shut up and
chaos
jam Gaiden happens.
Dunk to
Oh,
reset
dude.
the world.
NBA 2K Heavensward. Let's go.
yeah.
Oh
But my guess is because I don't know much about these, but I'm guessing that it might be or like maybe their contract to really bind to do the yearly thing because
Yeah.
maybe it's easier to renew the
Maybe.
contracts for the teams that way
yeah.
instead of keeping it as a longer plan service, which might maybe in the long run tank and then they lose more money that way.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
true.
Because remember old sports games back in like the Famicom days, or the NES days, where Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
There-
Without
there was no
license.
teams,
Yeah,
right?
Phoenix. Because I always pick Phoenix because it's a fucking Phoenix. It's a fire chicken. How can they be beat in this ball
No,
game?
Their country, their state is just really hot.
Yeah.
So that's my guess on that. But it could also be just an old man who doesn't know how games work.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
yeah. I think they're just used to selling a product.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
really
Probably a
service.
mix of
Yeah.
all of these.
And they might make.
No, it's just so confusing to me because like back in the MMO gold rush days, everyone was trying to get in on the subscription model
Yeah.
of game, but so many people failed because like making an MMO is hard. But now that the only two surviving, no, not just two, probably like okay, EVE Online, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, like the big three, they're the only ones who are still running the subscription service who are prolific. And
Right.
like I think it's a mistake for the industry to like think that's an old way of doing things. That's wrong because it's still working. It's
Yeah.
just that you guys have been trying to apply it to dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
like I think if you try to apply it to a sports game and just have a continuous sports game with continuous updates, not only would it give you more gacha value
Oh yeah.
because I have this gacha, it's forever mine, right? But at the same time, if there are new players that show up in the real world, you can
Just
update
update it.
on the fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you can have like special edition super rare gacha smiling Kyrie, right? Like you could have something like that.
Yeah, dude.
Like giggling Kyrie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wait, are you talking about Kyrie Irving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
nice,
am.
nice.
Not bringing this
Good
back to
basketball
the
pull, my
Good
man. I'm into
basketball
that. I'm
pull.
into
Yeah,
that. I'm
yeah,
into that.
Giggling Kyrie.
Dude, you could have that.
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
have SSR Kyrie, right?
Oh no.
Mega rare,
I'm
mega
into
rare
it. I'm
gacha
into
man.
it. Yeah.
Can't
Maybe
wait
the
for
gacha will ruin basketball.
Yeah.
The foil Durant or whatever. it
Foil
is.
Durant. Will
Mythic-
gacha
mythic
ruin
Kawhi
basketball?
Leonard.
Mythic Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi, King of the North.
That's my thoughts on the sports.
Yeah. Good sports thoughts.
Good sport.
That's the good sports.
Good sports thoughts.
All right, so
Where we at? Where we at?
E3 stuff. I was able to catch a few of them live.
Cool.
Like I caught the EA one, like I said. I caught the Nintendo one live. I had to back watch a few, one of which was Devolver.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
That
haven't
one
watched
was-
Devolver.
I still
Yeah, me
haven't.
too.
I
That
still
was
haven't.
crazy.
That's the best.
Yeah.
It only gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Lay
committing to
downs.
the joke even further, and it's working.
Like the Memorial Center.
It's
Oh,
gone
no.
past that.
Oh,
It's
really?
now
Past
it's a
that.
Nintendo Direct parody now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Because remember
Dude,
the host died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they tried to reboot her brain,
Oh yeah.
but just put the press con in her head.
God damn
So it's
Devolver.
like those announcements are just flashing, like continuously. So every trailer is like it transitions like smoothly, but with some effects on it. It's just crazy. So
And like people just appear in her mind because
Yeah.
it's all actually in her mind.
But
Man.
what I like the most about that press con was the bootleg versions
Yeah,
of their
actually.
game.
It's
I
on
was about to
Steam
say.
right now. Devolver
I
bootleg.
bought it.
It was so
Devolver
good.
bootleg.
It was so good.
It's
I like
1% off right now.
I think it's gonna be 1% off forever.
Bunch of assholes.
Yeah, I fucking love Devolver.
It's a mini game client you can run.
Yeah, it's
with
bad-
8-bit bootleg versions
It's like
of their
bad
past
versions
games.
of their own games.
Yeah, like, they have a bootleg version of Hotline Miami
Yeah.
called what's that?
Hotline Mexico or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
And like from what I heard on the internet, it's like what they were trying to do with it was like we have to cash in on the gray market of bootleg games, and if they're gonna do it, we might as well do it ourselves. Available now on Steam, 1% off. Devolver bootleg.
I bought it the day of when I saw it.
Yeah. So good.
And when the end credits comes,
Oh yeah.
and you hear
Oh,
a certain theme song,
Yeah.
and I'm like, are they gonna do it? And they totally commit to it.
Yeah, they totally
So I can't wait for next year's Devolver.
Okay, I
press
gotta
con.
watch this.
Yeah.
Raffy, you and I gotta watch this.
yes.
We've gone past the Dave Lang Memorial Center.
Yeah.
We
It's
still
not the
haven't heard
future.
from Dave Lang since.
Really? Oh man.
I think the man has gone silent to commit to the bit, or they've locked him away somewhere. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I can imagine.
He's in that trampoline place like he was last time, I guess. But I think what really got my hype for video games in general back was just catching the Nintendo One live.
The
Oh,
Nintendo
yeah.
One Live was so magical, you know?
Right, it's so clean and
yeah.
honest.
And like they brought back Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah.
Which I've heard mixed things about, but like the property's back. That's
Yeah,
good.
but just like imagining that it's back, it's like weird, man.
The Trials of Mana getting a new remake.
Yeah, New Mana
all
Right,
good.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know the news.
is good.
Yeah.
When they showed Link on the beach and like, oh yeah, they were making
Yeah,
this.
they were making
It's
this.
Awakening, and it looks adorable.
It does. Everything
I've
has
seen
this,
that.
Everything has this toy box aesthetic.
Yeah, even more so than Link Between Worlds,
Yeah,
because his
yeah.
eyes are just black dots.
Yeah, man. Like Funkos. but better. Yeah.
Defend
But
Funkos.
with pretty Switch graphics and not 3DS graphics.
Right.
That's gonna be great. And of course, the reveal for the yet unnamed Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh yeah, that was
Ooh, Breath of the
one
Wild 2
creepy
looks
trailer.
good.
It looks good, and I have questions.
There's so much
many
art
questions.
of short-haired Zelda.
I
out
told
there.
you, man.
So much
Freaking
art of
me
her.
out.
Short-haired Zelda, man.
One of the waifus of the year, along with Tifa.
Dude.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
a little more bicep though. Just a little more.
bit
Just a
more.
little bit.
Wait,
Just a little
on
bit.
Zelda?
No, on Tifa.
Okay, on TV.
Oh man,
Just-
Zelda be thick, yo.
Yeah.
Zelda be thick.
Eat it.
I really want to
Press
know
A.
who's gonna be the protagonist, like the central protagonist.
I want it
in
to
the
be
se-
Zelda.
Yeah,
I want
Me
it to be
too.
Zelda.
What if
like, it's gonna
he
be-
were a boy though?
No, you. If you've seen that Breath of the Wild 2 trailer,
Mm-hmm.
the opening theme sounds like it's in reverse.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
But people reverse
I tried to
and
reverse
it
it.
sounds like it's still in reverse.
Yeah,
That's dumb.
but then they're saying that they're hearing whispers and
Oh,
shit.
dude, it's creepy.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
in a good way.
like help us or something like
Yeah,
that.
help us,
Really?
please.
Yeah.
Shoot.
yeah.
And also, there's been more like fan theories where over the corpse of that dead-looking Ganon dude,
Mm-hmm.
there's like a giant hand
Oh,
that lets
okay.
go. Then it cuts to Link with a form of energy going into his hand.
Oh,
People are theorizing that
Link might be the antagonist.
no, the hands holding the corpse down
Mm-hmm.
were from a previous Link and Zelda from a different timeline.
Whoa.
That is cool.
Because Nintendo has confirmed that Breath of the Wild happens at the very end
Right.
of all Zelda timelines.
And like, I think I've been spoiled enough in Breath of the Wild to know that, like, Calamity Ganon was all of the Ganon juice spilling out of this corpse.
just his juice,
yeah,
not
just
his
his
body.
juice. Yeah. So this is the body.
It could be. It could also not.
Yeah, right. Who knows?
I mean, all the
Interesting.
Gerudos are redheads. You know,
No, yeah,
can't-
that's true.
can't dismiss that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, questions, and that well, like given how Breath of the Wild plays, like this one looks. I
Yeah.
hope it's much better.
Yeah, I want it to, like, I want there to be like a 2-player mode or something. Or
Something
like,
with Zelda in
something
it.
with Zelda in it. I want Zelda
Yeah.
to be playable.
Co-op would be
I
great.
was also an idiot because I thought, is that a female Link? No, wait,
no.
Zelda, right?
You mean Linkel?
Because they're wearing the same outfit.
No, yeah,
So I
it's
thought,
true.
like,
It's true.
is it a create your own Link? I'm like, wait, no, Zelda, right? Then short haired Zelda. Oh my god.
Yeah, short-haired Zelda.
Thank you, Twitter. Thank you.
Big strong. Big strong.
Very strong. And they're gonna take advantage of this engine at least one more time, right, to make it pay off.
They gotta.
which is fine.
They gotta. You know, one of the things they showed a little bit more off of in the Nintendo Direct was Astral Chain. And I caught some of the developer interviews for Astral Chain, and like one of their selling points was like, oh, and during the course of the game, a lot of cats will appear, different kinds of cats.
Don't you worry.
Please buy Astral Chain. And I'm just like, oh yo, they know what's up.
He knows what we want.
And it just cuts to footage of the characters holding cats.
Nice.
Because you're police officers
What
in
is
that game,
this?
so I can imagine you doing quests to get cats out of trees or something.
Get them out of danger.
Yeah.
Save a cat from a tree.
Save a cat
in the
from a
most
tree.
stylish
yes,
way.
yes.
The hypest with police stands.
I also caught because after that they go to the Nintendo Treehouse live stream, right?
Yeah.
Where they just show hours of gameplay. They showed like first off they started with the new Pokemon game,
Oh yeah.
and like you saw the trailer for like the Dynamax system and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
They straight up show like I think it was a 4v1. It's like 4 trainers with their normal Pokemon versus a giant Steelix.
That's cool.
Ooh.
And then in previous
Giant
Pokemon
Wailord,
games,
let's go.
in previous games, it was cool seeing that you can both like mega evolve in a 2-on-2 battle. But this one, like, 4 trainers, one of them goes Dynamax, and he's right behind all of them.
Man.
And like the Steelix has a giant fucking life bar that you have to take out.
And like this Dynamax system is like so much better than like the super versions. What were they called?
the Mega Evolution.
Mega
version,
Evolutions.
yeah.
It's so much better than that, I think, because it's just a bigger version of whatever it is. Like from a development standpoint, like it's so much easier.
What I like about
yeah.
that is they ramp up the attack animations,
Do they?
which is like
okay.
it looks a lot more devastating. Like a
Cool.
normal water gun becomes like.
Like,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You
can die
Holy
from
shit!
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was and also the memes coming out of this because they use the male trainer and he's just running around an area.
Yep.
So like there's this one screenshot of a Machoke running to him angrily.
Yeah, I've seen this.
In the new Pokemon game, a Machoke will run at you and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what's happening. That is what's happening. And have you seen there's a bunch of footage out there of like you know that CG footage of like the simulation of what if an asteroid hit the Earth.
Yeah.
Like people are taking that footage and replacing it with Dynamax Wailord. It's like Wailord used splash.
And all the dinosaurs leave. Earth.
Yeah. basically. It's real good.
They got
It's real
flipped out of the
Sounds
earth.
awesome. I just wish that this was the Breath of the Wild of Pokemon, because this is basically what we've been asking for years.
Dude, I can't
Yeah.
wait for the ability to go straight to the Elite Four.
You
like-
speedrun it.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me, you don't have any badges and you have one Pokemon. Fuck, let me at him go. Let me at the Elite Four.
Dynamax Wailord.
Oh man, so good.
And I'm just hoping that, because I still don't like how Pokemon combat is the same,
It is. It really is.
where
the
everything
same.
is a text box that appears after everything. So like watching that fight against the Steelix took so long
Oh, really?
because everyone is doing their action.
Like the whole thing, like the whole fight.
The whole fight was excruciatingly painful to watch.
They should adapt the FF7 remake battle system.
No, I don't think so.
Not even that.
ATB.
I was talking to like Kyle on chat right now.
Okay.
We're like, why don't you modernize the combat system a bit? So, because like Steelix has some auto triggers when he's
Oh.
like low on life. So like when he's half life, he gets a barrier which adds more HP that you have to break or stuff like that, right? Or when your attack goes up. So instead of watching you, like you get hit, that text box that shows Steelix took X damage,
Yeah.
and then Steelix gets the attack up animation. Steelix attack went up. Parang that's like half a minute of my life.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
need
For
those
one attack.
boxes anymore, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Like, because people might still like that. So what
Maybe.
my mind was going, why don't you fuse some of those? Like when a Steelix's attack goes up, aside from the visual like effect, show like an indicator of like an A with an arrow pointing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Right?
other games.
And then have
Yeah,
the
yeah.
option to turn those text boxes off if you want faster combat.
Exactly.
There
yeah.
you go.
Right? Like if you're taking the next step to actually just seeing Pokemon in the field, why not adapt that to your combat?
Yeah.
So-
Like Pokemon really needs to evolve, not just graphically.
They're doing it really slow because it's
Yeah.
the safe answer, but
Yeah.
I want my Breath of the Wild Pokemon, please.
Breath of the Wild Pokemon with like physics puzzles,
Hopefully the next
yeah.
game is gonna be that.
Platforming.
platforming.
Then
Oh.
Dude,
Able to
like
no,
jump.
weapons that break down.
No, because
dude.
like imagine the whole thing of Pokemon before was having Pokemon that could solve problems using HM moves. Imagine that, but with platforming.
Oh,
That would be fun.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
You can glide like V on a PGO.
Yeah, you could.
You can
Yeah.
finally
Grab on the
jump.
feet.
You can finally jump.
You can jump.
You could finally jump. That would
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
Use a fucking Diglett to jump.
Yeah.
Like it just pops up from under you and
Oh.
like you get boosted up.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can still just physically jump.
And then
Okay.
just
No, you got to use the Diglett.
Okay.
and you can summon like your macho to like beat people up.
Like Pokemon battles would be how you use V in DMC5.
Oh,
yeah, that's what
yes,
that's
yeah.
what I said. See, that's what Kyle said also.
Oh,
You
thank
just
you,
press
chat.
buttons and they kill things for you.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
No, but like
that'd be something.
I don't mind the turn-based combat because I think that's part of the experience because it is an RPG.
It is.
Yeah,
But like
it's base first.
modernize your systems, make it faster.
Right,
Because
right,
that's what
right.
turned me off after I played X and Y.
Mm.
Because it's the same game,
Same
but
it
it's
is.
a lot easier.
I can
And
imagine.
I'm kind of sick of that. Like I think it's about time we evolved the Pokemon game style.
Evolve.
Yeah.
Ah.
Then you press B to cancel.
Yeah, they keep pressing the B button.
Damn it, Game Freak. Hopefully soon.
Is that it?
Yeah.
For the E3 stuff, I think that's pretty much what kept my attention.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was the week. That was
the week.
that was the
Big weeks.
that was what happened this week actually. What's the Rex?
Are we in the wreck phase?
Yeah,
are
we're
we
in
in
the
the
red
elevator
zone.
now?
Wreck it.
Are we in the
Oh.
elevator now?
Oh
Yeah,
no!
yeah.
We've gone past. We're going down to hell, boys.
Oh no!
Make it snappy.
Me
Make
and
it
the boys.
snappy. Let's go. Let's
Oh
go.
shit! Raffy, you go.
Oh shit! Alright. You die first.
You're not the host, but I like that spicy
Ding.
pass.
Okay, right. My rec this week is Dark Side of the Ring. It's a wrestling documentary about the dark side of professional wrestling.
Nice.
They do like all the stuff that's the backroom stuff, the underground, like
Yeah.
the bad stories.
I saw I saw a Facebook ad of this, like a Facebook
Yeah.
video ad of like they're telling the story of the What's that? The Bret Hart incident.
Dude, yeah, the Montreal screw
yeah,
job.
the Montreal
screw job is great. That's such a great episode because they tackle like all the possible angles. Not possible, not all, but like a lot of the angles and a lot of what the facts are of that night. It's great. They do the Montreal screw job. There's a Macho Man episode.
The Macho Man episode is
And the
good.
promo for this is the one with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
Where he does like a killer Randy Savage
Dude,
impression.
that was the first one I saw, and I legit got confused because I thought like, is this Randy Savage before he died?
No.
How old is this documentary? And like,
Right.
this was made like last year or
Last
something.
year.
And like, wait, that's Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
That's such a good impression.
Is the snake fixed, brother?
No antidotes, no nothing. Man.
Don't take no
30
serums, no antidotes.
He gets bit, right? So like, how do you feel?
I feel like I want to punch you right now, Randy, to be honest. So yeah, that Dark Side of the Ring is on YouTube. All of it, all 6 episodes. There's those episodes that also like the thing about the fabulous Mula.
Oh yeah.
You remember that old lady?
No,
Yeah.
Turns out she was a big old bitch. Like she
She was fabulous.
she was pretty fabulous, but you know, big old bitch. Like
Is she dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
Is that already? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. She basically committed like prostitution while she was a promoter and
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
She was pimping out like lady wrestlers,
Oh,
taking a cut of their money,
You need
and
to
like
cut it.
refusing to lose for 28 years. She held the wrestling.
biggest crime.
Amazing.
So meta.
She held back with female wrestling for decades, basically.
Jeez.
So yeah, Dark Side of the Ring. Check it out by Vice.
No, gonna wreck it.
Dark Side of the Ring. I'm gonna wreck it. I'm gonna wreck it, brother.
We're falling. Oh, okay.
goodness.
Let's see what I'm gonna wreck. This week
FF14.
This week I actually jumped back into Apex and
Uy.
they have this new mode. They
Okay.
have something called Apex Elite.
Yep.
Is this
And-
the rank?
Yeah, not really
No.
the ranked mode. Actually, the only way to make it into Apex Elite is to hit the top 5 of any normal queued Apex game.
Yep.
And if you hit
Interesting.
the top 5, you gain access to Apex Elite, and you have to maintain being in the top 5 to stay in the Apex Elite.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's only good players in Apex Elite.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is like a different server,
Yes.
but the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the server of winners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike you plebeian losers.
Yeah, so
Like
i-
us.
if you've ever been in the top 5 of Apex Legends, you're allowed the privilege to jump into this god server of good players.
Yeah.
What the
Remember
hell?
Yeah.
remember in the Hunger Games there was a quarter quell. Like all the old champions, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then they
yeah.
mix them all up again. This is it.
Something like that.
Look,
something
it's
like that.
Bernard from Westworld.
Yes, and
shit.
apparently season 2 is about to come soon,
Oh,
very
yeah.
soon, and the
With
new
Watson?
hero Watson
Hello,
will
Watson.
be
Oh,
available.
yeah.
It's this girl with electricity stuff.
Yeah.
like she makes electric fences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a area denial character.
Yes, area denial. Like
great.
you could hide in a room, put a fence, no one can
Yeah.
get you.
Oh,
I
is
don't
she the one they announced
Yeah.
during
Yeah,
the
in the
E3, at the
E3.
EA
Yeah.
press con?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'm just not sure. Like, what do the fences do? Do they like
I think they
shock
zap
you?
people. Yeah.
And what
They
does
ping you
that
on the
mean?
map, too.
They ping you. That's a big one.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like, what does it? Is that damage? Are you staggered? You
I
can't
don't
shoot.
know. I actually have
Like,
no
'cause
idea.
Anything disabled?
In the one bit we saw a Gibraltar come in and he was like, "Oh, hello, brothers," and then he
Hello,
got
little brother.
What can I say except
and then he gets like he staggers a little bit,
yeah?
and then he gets shot in the head and he's dead.
Okay.
Like,
It's
what-
probably
does it
stunned.
stun you?
Mild
no, it's probably the same effect as an arc star. Think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Because like the arc star messes up your vision,
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
you
yeah.
stumble, makes you
But
slow.
can you see the fences as the opponent?
I
It sh-
don't know.
But you should, right?
They
That
should.
wouldn't be
You should.
fair.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair.
Yeah,
but like
and they mentioned this too, that you should be able to see it.
yeah, and like most people would probably put it around corners to make like fuck with people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the EA press con, they were putting it on the doors and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay.
They locked down a whole room, like all the doors.
And there was only one entrance, which was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a ladder from the top.
yeah,
so
yeah.
when one guy came in, they all shot at it.
Oh man, it's cool.
But yeah,
There's also the other one.
The Apex Elite queue is the only thing live right now,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's where the elite like cosmetics, right?
what? Yes, they've also included new weekly challenges that you can do.
Mm.
That basically make it to top 5 in Apex Elite,
Right.
make it to top 5 in any queue, win as this character, blah, blah, blah. There are weekly challenges now that give you extra cosmetic skins as well.
That's good.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't have the same vigor to play Apex as I did before, but having the Elite Queue was nice, and I got a few good games in. Won once. It was nice.
Whoa, you won an elite queue?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Just normal queue. That's how I made it into Elite Queue.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was fun. Apex Legends Elite Queue. I'm gonna wreck it.
Gonna wreck it.
It's not dead yet, boys.
No, because it's fun not having like teammates that don't listen to you. It's quite fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's quite fun.
It's refreshing.
Or bots. More fun than
Or bots.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna wreck it.
Nice. All right, back to me. I remember what I was going to talk about earlier.
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend the Good Omens show.
Oh, man.
That's some solid TV.
Yeah, I did this last week.
It's
Didn't I?
super cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Like David Tennant is amazing.
Right? David Tennant as a casting choice for Crowley is
It's
the best.
perfect.
It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
And like him with his dumb shades all the time.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Remember what I said last week when I wrecked this about his houseplants?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's funny. They
Yeah.
were actually physically shaking.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
But like, it's not just that. Like, the premise is interesting. The stakes are literally the end of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's
Big
pretty
stakes.
good. But like,
Big steaks. Big juicy steaks.
the tackle on the religion part of good and bad
Yeah.
is funny because it's about an angel and the devil on earth, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're friends, so they constantly nag at each other like, I'm an angel, I can't do bad things.
Yeah.
Come on, you want it, it's so easy.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
sure you're not doing the bad thing
Right,
and I'm
and
doing
then-
the good thing?
And then, but they constantly like do favors for each other anyway. And then sometimes it's in a cute way. Oh, tails, I go there. Then heads, you go there.
Yeah.
And
Also,
It's pretty fun.
Cute.
Benedict Cumberbatch is in there.
Really?
Yep.
What?
Is he?
I don't remember.
As who?
Yeah,
Satan.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
That was him?
That's him.
Holy shit. I didn't
That's
know.
Satan.
I didn't
He's
know.
Satan.
Okay, he smogged us
Yeah, he's small.
Small.
Big, big CG man.
for such a short segment.
I know. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's so funny, but that's a good show, and it's interesting because even though angel and devil, right? They do the opposite still. Like as long as it's not devastating, right? Sometimes the angel will do something bad, the devil will do something good,
Okay.
Okay.
and
And
because
then-
it's within their power.
Yeah, they'll get in trouble with their own bosses.
Yeah, and they're just cheeky about it. And like David Tennant said, like, all right, I'll do this one for you.
Yeah.
You get the next one.
Yeah, David Tennant is so
Cute.
good at as Crowley. It's
They're
it's great.
adorable together, them specifically as a
Great
duo.
casting.
It's great. It's
Alright.
also short.
It's 6
Really?
episodes.
Six
Six
episodes.
episodes.
Oh, what?
Okay,
An hour
that's
each.
good.
I can do this.
Finished it in
Miniseries?
2 days.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
That's
do this.
surprisingly different than the other one, American Gods.
American
Because
Gods.
American Gods kind of
Oh,
took
yeah.
off a bit.
Yeah.
Like 12 plus episodes yet, or 8.
No, this one's short and sweet, and
Yeah.
like it's the way it's presented is very refreshing. It doesn't take itself too seriously. There's like silly narrations
Yeah,
here and
Super
there.
silly
It's a
narration.
Neil Gaiman story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Good Omens and Neil Gaiman?
It is.
Terry
Good Omens
Pratchett.
is
Oh.
I almost said Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it episode 3 where most of it is just historic events?
Yes.
But with the angel and devil there.
Yeah. Mostly historic events and what they had to do with them.
Yeah.
So like they were watching Noah's Ark getting filled. And like, one of the unicorns is getting away. Well,
Oh well,
gone.
he's gone.
it's all right. You still have one more.
you have the one. Yep, it's pretty
And,
good.
Is he really gonna flood the earth?
Yes, it's part of his divine plan, and like, but all of everyone, he's gonna kill every. Are you sure you're not the bad guys? It's good. It's good.
It's hilarious. It's great.
So, are you gonna wreck it?
I'm gonna wreck it.
Cool.
Yeah, brother.
All right. So, ending this segment, I'm gonna wreck a lot of shows that are coming to Netflix this
Really?
week,
Like what?
including Aggretsuko
Oh,
season
already
2.
out.
Let's go
yeah.
out now.
Yeah. And Jessica Jones season 3.
Oh,
It's
last
already
one.
It gets
Yeah.
canceled.
What?
The
Yeah,
I thought
the
everything
last
was
one.
canceled.
Well, this is
yet.
the last one.
Last surviving one.
Yeah. And of course, we're still gonna have Neon Genesis Evangelion.
When is that coming?
next
I
week.
want to watch it now.
Can't wait
please.
to for this kid to jack off again to this
Oh,
unexplained.
yeah. Oh god.
It happens every time.
Every time.
Jeez. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Netflix shows, they're coming right now. I'm gonna wreck it.
Gonna wreck it.
Yeah.
Can
So-
you please add Voltron season 3, 4, 5 to Netflix
Please
Philippines,
sponsor us,
please?
Netflix.
Please do it. Please sponsor us, then Voltron.
Yeah.
You know, that was a significantly good trade. Yo, Migoy, where can they find more good trades if they ever want to experience more good trades?
If you want to find the audio version of the show, which goes up on most of your pod finding
Software.
application software
There you go.
thingamabob
There you go.
doohickeys, you can primarily find us on the iTunes,
The Spotify.
the Podbean.
The Zune.
No,
No, stop.
I forget.
LimeWire, right?
Anchor
do
first.
not
Anchor.
stop saying LimeWire.
Anchor, LimeWire.
LimeWire, Kaza, Winamp,
Can they seriously
What's-
find us in Winamp?
Podbean.
No, he said pod.
What's
Oh,
links like Ocarina? You can find it on links Ocarina.
Amazing.
We can ask
Incredible.
And
Charlie
I guess
to do that.
Twitch, since we have past broadcasts.
Yeah,
so you can
Twitch.
Yeah,
see us live.
You know,
We-
we should start re-uploading on YouTube again so Carlos robot can start.
Yeah, doing the transcripts.
yeah, that is
Yeah. Also, if they support this podcast,
Support this podcast.
where would you say they would go, Samsung?
What?
How would they support
So
Hot
you can-
potato, hot potato.
So yeah, if you guys want to support us with our endeavors here, such as giving us some help when it comes to equipment and such, or
Keeps
other
the lights
stuff,
on.
or new shows or new ideas, you can just go and be our Patreon in our Patreon page, patreon.com.
www.patreon.com/goodtradesbrigade.
Nice, you
That's
finally got it.
www.patreon.com/goodtradesbrigade. I
Nice,
forgot.
nice. Good. No, good pause. You kept us on edge.
No, I actually forgot. I was like,
Jesus
what did I
Christ.
just say?
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Also in social media, we're
Yeah.
in Facebook.
.com/goodtradesbrigade.
Is it? Yeah.
Most of it is going
Right.
to be
Also on
that.
Twitter,
Yeah.
Except for the Twitter one.
GT Brigade.
Right.
That's the
Message us
Twitter
your
one.
Rex or your.
Oh yeah, message us in our Gmail.
Yeah.
Ask us to
Email.
do
You got
stuff. We might do
questions.
it.
Yeah.
Questions, stories.
If you find
Do
something
share.
funny on Netflix, like a line or whatever, put it
Send
on
us your
there.
corrections as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Send it to Raffy.
Oh.
that's it.
You know, that was a good trade, boys.
Yeah,
Good
that's a
trade.
pretty good trade.
You know what's
I'd
better?
say so.
What?
If you keep it going.
Oh,
Keep it going.
keep it going.
Keep it going.
Keep it going, boys.
And never go to a Paris like
Never
That-
get sealed into a bathroom.
yeah, never do
get
that.
sealed
Never
to
get
bed.
sealed
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it's bad.
Sideways.
if you
And
if
it's
you
like-
see one of those things, just keep going.
And like
Sideways,
fucking
space
those bathrooms doors, they're like space doors.
yeah.
They-
They look like the DeLorean kind of,
No,
like one of the DeLorean
It
doors.
flips
They do
up.
this.
Ruined the
No,
fantasy.
the one I saw was like a fucking holodeck door. It's like,
Aw.
Sideways, yeah. They do
sideways.
the pneumatic thing.
yeah. They do
yeah.
the pneumatic thing.
Enterprise.
Damn.
It's like I
Captain's
felt
log.
unsafe inside.
Yeah.
I felt like if a bomb hit Paris, I wouldn't know.
And that would be a sucky way to die. Like
Yeah.
you die
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the shit all over. Like,
yeah.
Is it the same shit every time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. Ooh. That's a good trade.
What a nightmare. Time to de-podcast.
Deep podcast.
Deep podcast.
I saw your face and wow.
That we be together, girl, just you and me.
That's the meaning of eternity.
Copyright strike. I saw.
And wow, wow,
Can't go that high.
wow, wow.
This is like
None
the
of us can go that
third time you guys sang it,
Really?
On stream?
or second. Oh, in stream. Okay,
I don't
that's
know.
the first
And
one.
on the show, I don't remember.
Not
Really?
that song.
I fucking love that song.
Oh,
There's got to
but-
be at least one more, right?
Dude,
I know it's an
Yeah.
it's an OGF.
Y'all did it with
Oh.
OGF. Yeah.
So we have to do it in every podcast we're in.
Yeah.
Every podcast we're in.
So if you
New
get randomly
intro.
guested, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, TMG. We coming.
we're coming.